check.
How do we sound? Past week 9 instead of week 8, please. No, but thank you for your suggestion. Well, I can hear me, or at least you talk now. Nope, can't hear you. I don't think I can't hear you. I can hear my echo. I'm enjoying listening to the sound of my own voice. It's always been one of my favorites. I still do not hear you. Properties. Yeah, well, you know what, Cold War Gates? It is how it
How
is.
about now? Can you hear me on stream now?
I can hear you on stream now.
Holy
You all
shit!
you all hear LeaSt?
Can we can we all this is happening?
You're a little quiet. Turn yourself up.
Okay. Mic check 2 3. I am different like Blue Pea. My girls be half naked
Still
like Betty Boopy.
still teeny bit quiet. Give yourself a little more. Now you're turning me up.
Oh shit. We don't want that. All right. I think this is the one. I think this is it, fam.
Alright. Alright. Cat.
Okay. Chat says
Cat says we're both quiet. Alright, turn us both up. Verm Verm has ears. Good
okay.
ears.
Vermin, how are we? I'm right next to the yellow line. Packrat, you stop or you talk.
Hello, hello. It is I, Packrat386.
We're gonna call it good, ladies and
Alright,
gents.
alright, alright.
We're just gonna.
I'm gonna mute the stream now so I don't have to hear myself.
Yeah, right. That's
If something isn't good, a bunch of you are friends with me on Discord, so just DM me. Alright, host up.
Wait a second. Why the fuck?
Whoa.
Why is
Swearing on stream.
why is life this way? I just need a replay blocker. Is that too much to ask?
A
I'll just
replay
I'll
blocker?
simply
Oh.
I'll simply
Yeah, Cold Warpgates used to be the coordinator of CPL streams, and then he was a begrudging participant in CPL, and now he simply avoids anything to do with Brood War. Which is probably for the best, but you know. Heartcraft Butt War. That does look like Verm. But there's also Verm. Are there two Verms? Do we have double Verm up in here?
Can we just all talk about how good LeaSt is at streaming?
I appreciate you for streaming, because I never want to set up my computer to stream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm always tagging along with someone else who will drive. Much like in real life.
All right, we're just gonna put this right here, and you guys are gonna have to SMD. What do you guys think? How are we feeling about that?
Nice. I
Yeah,
like it. It blocks
big,
stuff.
big brain plays. Okay.
That play has a big brain.
Okay. Here we go. We're gonna start out with another two versus Disattack. A PvT on Invader.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm gonna join the lobby. It's gonna actually work.
It's
Thank
gonna
you,
work.
Blizzard.
Holy shit.
It's gonna work. Thank you. Thanks, based Blizzard.
All right,
for
here we
the
go.
game continuing to work, at least for now.
We go into game 1. Another
No
2
crash, please.
versus...
Knock on wood. Hey, no
Oh
crash.
my god, let's go. Okay.
Did we play on top versus bottom? No. All right, which one of us is doing the in the top lefts?
Oh, I got this. They call
All
me
right.
Dollar Store Tasteless Ripoff. In the top left, we have our white Terran player, Disattack. And in the bottom right, we have our Protoss hero, player, Another Two.
This is tier 3, right? Another two in tier 3.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, tier 3 is getting stacks. Another 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
PvT. I don't play either of these races, LeaSt. What are we looking for in the early game?
Well, you can either, as the Terran, make your gas or not make your gas.
That's pretty cool.
And then, yeah, you would think that you would kind of be confined to doing one standard strategy, but you can actually do multiple in this matchup.
That's always exciting when there's more than one strategy available. However, from the Protoss side, looks like Protoss is going to make their gas.
Protoss is making their gas. Huge plays. So, just strictly based on
LeaSt, you have been asked to move the blocker. It's not actually covering the progress bar.
No,
it's covering random stuff.
That's big tough, dude. That's
Thank
so
you,
tough.
Chaverman, for telling me. While you fix that, hi chat. Things look wrong. I mentioned earlier, but you can DM me if you know me on Discord, which probably most of you do.
Yeah, we're gonna need definitely
you need to shrink that blocker a little bit, otherwise you're just kind of missing a little chunk of the screen.
How do we feel about that? I can't figure out how to.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
like it.
Okay,
all right.
sick.
That's
oh my
good as
god,
you're getting. Yeah.
we missed something. Another 2 is making the Zealot. Huge plays for tier 3. So it's not a huge commitment. It's a Zealot after core. And honestly, bruh, I don't want to get too deep into the strategy. This is kind of huge. You get all the benefits of attacking them with a Zealot and none of the commitment, you know?
Whoa. That sounds pretty good.
It's pretty good. Let's see what... Once they get over there, we're going to see what happens.
Terran's only got 1 on gas right now, and I'm told that has a meaning. That has like a...
Yeah,
it's that's important. It's one of those things you look for.
That is one of the things you look for. 1 on gas after the factory goes down means they're trying to optimize their CC timing to get it a little bit quicker when you don't really need the gas if you're going to make a vulture or just 1 tank. And so
and
it looks
a
like
Zealot,
they're pushing
a
out.
Probe, and a Dragoon fight 3 Marines. I guess we're about to find out.
Oh my god.
Probe's going home? No, Probe's coming back for more.
Go, the Probe is coming.
Probe's coming.
Huge.
Will this bunker finish?
There's no shot.
All the Marines are dead.
This bunker is not going to finish.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. If that Marine made it in there.
All right. No bunker. So this is brutal. This is really rough for the Terran.
Yeah, I mean,
we're bringing some SCVs.
Insanely savage to just kill the bunker instead of going for the SEV building the command center. And we can see it home. Another 2 is taking their expansion along with teching up to Robo. So yeah, I mean, this is
and the
like I said,
exploded.
Like I said, dude, Core Zealot, goat build, goated
Yeah.
build.
So what do you do as Terran to not have that happen to you? Just need more Marines, or ready
Yeah,
for your Vulture, or
you preferably, I think 4 Marines and a Vulture can fight a Zealot and a Dragoon. And disattack pushed with disattack pushed with 3 Marines and no Vultures.
aha.
So you
Did
hate
get the
to see
cancel
that.
on the command center at least, so we're not going to be losing 400 minerals, but not being able to get the command center down as early as you want does really hurt the economy. Gonna get
And
a rescat in though. Seeing an SCV. It's coming in, checking out everything that's going on in the Protoss base, and what is going on in the Protoss base.
well, we're seeing a pretty standard 2 gate gate robo gate, which is going to be favorable for this converted 2 factory that disattack is going into. We'll see if another 2 is able to hold. Honestly, even at this point, it's tier 3. Anything can happen. Oh my god, the push is going to be so strong. Is he just... Yep, 1 tank and then rally some vultures? Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is huge.
Dragoons.
I genuinely don't even think that if he kills the natural right now, if another 2 saves all his probes, I don't even think another 2 is losing. But, oh my god, don't do it, bro. Pull back.
Yeah, we got 5 Dragoons. 5 Dragoons should smack this, right?
Yeah, 5 Dragoons should be absolutely
Unless the second tank shows up. Second tank is on the way. Mines.
Mines. Mines.
Yeah.
Mines.
Mines? Mines?
Mines?
Arcade
Oh!
Arcade did offer to come in and be the 3rd Korean caster that just like yells stuff.
Yes. Arcade, please.
But yeah, he hasn't made good on that offer. But Arcade, if you're out there, you know, that slot is still available. Assuming we can find someone in the CPL Discord who can give you the caster role so you can get in here. But okay, so mines.
Oh.
Mines?
Mines? Mines?
This is kind of rough with only 2 gateways. I think we might have been supply blocked for just a little bit or something, because I don't see any Dragoons coming out of these gateways.
Absolutely brutal micro on that tank, though. Getting the 1 tank picked off totally makes this push so much weaker. Oh my god, we're killing so many probes. And the probes are pulled. There's only 2 Dragoons. Probes. We just now got reinforcement Dragoons out. Oh my god, this is better than I was expecting. Oh, Jesus. The tank,
okay,
no.
Okay, the tank's gone. The mines still
Don't
present.
push with the tank, bro! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This tank is brave.
This tank is so fucking brave.
Foolhardy.
The siege tank coming out.
Damn, that was almost really good for Terran. I think it's kind of okay, but it's almost really good. Terran is quite a bit down in workers at this point.
Yeah, and they're just now starting their command center. This game's
Another
pretty
2
over.
is floating a lot of minerals. Having all these workers doesn't do you that much good if you don't spend the money. You know, just keep it in the bank. You don't earn any interest in StarCraft. That'd be pretty cool, but you have to invest it in something. It looks like the investment's probably going to be a third Nexus. Yeah, 3rd Nexus.
This
what do you do when you're ahead in a PvT? Just make another Nexus.
This is actually so good from another 2, though. I feel like this is genuinely really... An 8-minute 3rd is pretty solid. Getting that Arbiter tech going.
Oh yeah, we got the Archives and the Stargate going down.
Archive and the Stargate going down. He held the push really well, other than the slight supply block.
Keeping the probe production going.
Oh, Siege. If disattack
had
been able to keep their upgrades going, you know, which is tough for anybody, but especially at a tier 3 level. If they had been able to keep their siege upgrade researching, that would have been brutal getting right here with the mines in front.
Definitely not something that I do. Keeping my upgrades going.
And losing to losing to tanks in your natural with mines in front of them is definitely
Yes,
not something.
actually,
That's not something I do either. So that's good.
I really enjoy the place that I'm at in the ladder with my Protoss account because it's a point where the Terrans are all seem to be afraid of pushing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Lay the
vultures.
mines! Lay the mines! Holy shit! What
Yes.
the fuck? That was the best micro I've ever seen, dude.
And
These
probes.
these probes are so dead, but also fucking. We're seeing a T3 player fucking Bisu micro his dragoons to get them up here so that he could fight those vultures. That was fucking insane.
Strapping himself into the bee suit.
Crazy. Okay, shit. So all of a sudden we're pretty even in worker count.
Yeah.
The game
Terrans
feels
kept
like
up
it's
with
kind
the
of
worker
normal.
production.
Yeah, Terran all of a sudden popped off in worker production.
Does Terran have upgrades? I hear upgrades are important in this matchup, and I don't see an armory. This is
No
usually where the
armory.
upgrades come from. Got an academy coming.
The tech is slow from our Terran player. But on the bright side, we do have 4 factories.
That's pretty cool. Factories are good. You make units out of them. Tanks go bonk. I heard it. I heard the tanks go bonk. That's what I was told.
The tanks do go bonk. That's facts. The
Protoss. We got pretty good scouting from the Protoss. Kind of got all the avenues of egress covered here. Nowhere the Heron can sneak out without being seen.
clearing a mine to take a 4th? Getting the Arbiter at 11 minutes? This is so reasonable. This is good. Is this what tier 3 is now?
Yeah, they're gonna put me in tier 4 next season. I
What
think
the
it's gonna
fuck,
be
dude?
exciting.
This is how you know the game is dead, is when the worst tier is like
Looks like this.
looks like they know how to play the game. Crazy.
Terran's taking a third base too.
Where?
I'd love to see that armory though.
Uh,
I think that would be really
yeah, Armory would be
based
huge
in
right now.
Chadley.
Armory would be huge right now. So another 2 has the Observer here, of course. Let's see if they
That's a
try
lot of
to.
tanks. This looks like an amount of tanks that I would attack into and lose everything.
Oh, same. Same. Oh my gosh.
Some
Okay.
vultures sharking around on the map. They're gonna kill a zealot. Then they're gonna die to dragoons horribly. Okay. Heron's moving out with just the vultures.
We don't like this. We don't like
We
this.
don't like this.
Mines? Mines?
Mines?
Okay. Mine?
Mines? Okay. I've seen worse mines.
Yeah, no. They got
Seen
some
better
kills.
mines, but I've seen worse mines.
Considering
Still,
there was 7 vultures to an entire Protoss army, I would actually argue that was imbalanced in favor of Terran.
yeah. By the way, if you're tuning in hoping for like, a fair and balanced cast, you'll note there is no Terran representative on this stream. That's because Terran is imbalanced and they're all cheaters, and we will be representing that view all day.
Terran is too busy winning ASLs to be casting CPL,
Yeah, Terran's too busy knocking players out of ASL that should definitely be there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who. I'm gonna say who in case you're not up on it, but check those results. Check those ASL results.
Okay.
That racial distribution in the ASL makes you go gets the noggin jogging. But meanwhile back at the ranch, Terrans, we get the third. We got the tanks spread out.
Where's the Arbiter?
Protoss, we got the Arbiter.
Somewhere.
I think we saw the recall getting researched.
Oh my god.
Which is pretty cool because recall is a good way to mentally break Terrans. LeaSt will, I'm sure, extrapolate. Recall isn't actually good, but the Terrans think it is. And
No, yeah, the
this
thing
makes
is,
it deal incredible psychic damage.
it is incredibly powerful as psychic damage, but it also, from an actual game state perspective, sucks dick. So it's
Where would you recall if you're trying to inflict maximum psychic damage on this Terran?
what you do.
What's the recall spot?
The real pain point for Terran is the furthest possible spot away from the ramp that you can get. And then they have to like move their mech army through all this shit just to hit your like 3 dragoons firing over at one supply depot. And again, we gotta keep it real here. There is not, wow, still no nexus. We gotta keep it real. There's not going to be any damage dealt with this recall, but just forcing the Terran to move mech up a ramp through buildings all the way over here, totally worth it. Where's the attack? Oh, there's more.
There's the Arbiter. Okay,
what the hell happened?
Full energy Arbiter. We have full energy Arbiter at 12 o'clock. It's moving in. It's
oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry. Yeah, there we go.
It's flying. It's moving. It's doing a thing.
What is he doing? Why is he backing up?
It's flying backwards.
No!
Why would we have a stasis? Dude, Terran's just gonna A move. We got tanks up in here just bonking dragoons.
Oh my god.
Arbiter, no. This is the other bad thing about Arbiters is that they get out of position and then they're really expensive paperweights.
He missed the stasis! GG!
Terran left the game?
What do you mean, GG? You're on equal bases!
Alright, so Terrans everywhere are susceptible to this syndrome where...
What happened even? He didn't get recalled.
Even though nothing happened?
He's on 3 base to 3 base! The fuck?
Alright. Like you said, the whole point of the Arbiter is the psychic damage, right? Stasis, the units can't even die when they're stasised, but you just stasis them, and that makes the Terrans really sad.
Oh, someone redeemed shirtless. RIP to that, because I don't have my webcam.
No webcam? Yeah,
However,
I'm not going shirtless.
Pandora, you do get my thoughts and prayers. I pray that God blesses you and yours. Amen. Anyways, we're moving on to game 2.
We're moving on. We're on to game 2. Terrans. If you have over 100 supply of stuff, don't leave the game. If you got tanks left, just don't leave the game. It's really annoying if you don't.
Okay, in the top left here, we've got our incredible psychic damage dealing Protoss hero, another 2. And in the bottom right, we have our super rage Artosis level salt Terran player in the teal disattack.
All right. So you're Protoss. Let's imagine you're Protoss because that's what you'd be playing.
Yeah.
You know that you have just gotten away with absolute murder because Terran left a game that they probably could have A-moved you, right? What do you do in game 2 to take advantage of this psychological imbalance? What would you bust out here?
If I was a Protoss in this situation, I would have sent out the probe about 2 probes ago and built a pylon right behind this mineral line right here.
Oh yeah, can
and
we
then
show
build
the whole
2
map?
gateways.
That
Nah, I don't think so. That would be sick though.
Because yeah, for those of you who aren't aware about Neo Dark Origin, we're near the end of the season. I assume most people played on Neo Dark Origin at least a couple times by now. But yeah, if you send out like one of your first workers, you can go hide in that like back door that's supposed to lead to a base with the destructible terrain that no one ever destroys. You can build stuff back there, like say gateways or a hatchery.
Just fucking get them. Just get them.
You could build something back there if you're Terran, but you don't need to because you're a favorite anyway. So like, why risk it? Heron once again opting for the gas. Protoss also opting for the gas. So nobody's gonna go for like any, mega greed. No 12 necks. Remember when 12 necks? There was a little while when people were like, "Oh my God, 12 necks! Like there's nothing that can be done." And then I think Terran remembered the Vulture exists, and now things can be done against 12 necks. But there was a little bit there. It was a little while. Looked dire for the state of Starcraft.
It looked dire. Just 12 necks every game, easy win. 2-base carrier off of 12 necks. What are you gonna do? Protoss, Imba. And I say that, oh my God, he's going the Zealot again. It worked bigly for him last game. Let's see what happens this game. So he put down his Foundling.
That was a pretty ballin' Zealot.
He canceled the whole expansion. That was crazy. Let's see if Disattack learns from the error of his ways. And again, let's not forget, folks, he is on Mega Tilt. He just left a game where he was even supply, even base count. Not 100% sure what put him on Mega Tilt, but truly, well,
we don't know that. I mean,
I give him like 10% chance to win this game, just strictly based on the leave timing in the last game.
I mean, there are other reasons to leave games abruptly. Mom could have called for dinner. That does happen once in a while.
Right, for sure.
I have lost many a game of Dota that way.
Yeah.
Mom calls for dinner, and you just
there's always the you scheduled your CPL match for a time that does not actually work that well for you.
Oh yeah,
that happens for me a lot, but then I just all in, and I'm not very good. I'm not very good at all ins, so I do.
This time the Zealot's gonna walk up. Okay, so much like last time, we got only 3 Marines. Oh, we're making a 4th Marine. Maybe we learned things.
See, here's the thing.
Adjusted our play
from a legitimate strategy perspective. You want to make the Vulture before the add-on here, because it's just so good against the Zealot.
Well, do note though, we got 3 still on gas.
We got 3 still on gas.
Where did all our money just go? It went into a tank and mines.
You gotta love the tank first, mines first combo.
Sometimes you gotta send a message and just siege expand.
Fuck.
Don't let the Protosses in the CPL Discord tell you that siege expand is bad.
Oh no,
it worked in 2005 and it works now.
My girl, he is not going to expand at all. Oh,
is this the fake double?
This is the fake double.
The fake double?
Is this?
I've been faked.
Is this Boxer? Or whoever invented the fake double? Is this Oov? I think.
Someone post Boxer is Oov.
I don't know.
This is pretty Oov-like. TBH fam.
TBH fam Desu.
We don't have siege. We got.
Oh my God.
So the thing with the fake double though is we really want to have like either a command center coming down for it or have it actually be a 2-fact, right?
Oh my God, he's sending the SEV to make the. Oh my God, this is the best fake double.
He's faking it. I am faked right now.
Oh my God. I'm telling you guys though, this is the state of StarCraft. This is so sad. Oh my God, pull your tank back, my guy. Oh my God.
Unfortunately,
this
Marines
is so
are made
unfortunate.
Of like rice paper.
Dude, I was so rooting for our Terran here. Like, legitimately.
I was too, because I love the fake double.
FD push is so good. And then we're going to lose this.
I think, unfortunately, this command center just didn't... We had the money for the command center earlier.
Do you see the command center down? These dragoons? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, these dragoons are
mega dead.
Stiff wind.
Can we... Dude, target the dragoons. Please, God. Please, God. This guy's micro too good to... Another 2... Okay, he's just pumping out the dragoons. We gotta pull back. Lay a mine. Lay a mine, run away. Lay the mine, run away. Lay the mine, run away.
Mine?
Oh my God.
Mine?
Oh my God, this is such top tier play from both of our participants here. Let's see what's going on back at home.
You ever see there's like double command center behind FD? I feel like that was a thing for a little bit.
Oh, it's totally a thing, especially if you do some decent damage. Because it's tough to get the mines cleared.
Oh, but look at this. Instead of the double command center, it's the triple factory behind your...
Oh, the FD
Just
into immediate no entry bay 4-fact. Let's fucking go.
Make some
Disattack
factories.
is really good at spending their money. Like, hats off to you, sir, or madam.
Dear sir or madman.
To whom it may concern, your macro is outstanding. Congratulations.
Unfortunately, it looks like another two did make the natural enemy of the early factory push, which is the rallied observer. So it's gonna know that his opponent's got a lot of factories. And when you see a lot of factories, when you're Protoss in this situation, okay, you just held the push by the skin of your teeth. Maybe see a lot of factories. What are you doing here? What are you like?
Well,
What's going through your mind?
Generally, you gotta cut probes and throw down a bunch of gateways.
I am seeing 3 gateways go down.
huge. Getting Citadel so we can get some speed zealots. That's also good. 6 against 4. That's good for Protoss if he can hold off the initial push. You'll see though, they're equal army supply. The Protoss is up in supply, but they're also 14 workers ahead. So, oh my gosh, why would you? Another 2 is the bravest man on the planet. Scouts the 4-fact coming without having taken their 3rd. And then says, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
To be fair, we got the money, right? You know,
we got the money. You might as well. Fuck it. Okay, the NG Bay is going down. 4-fact no NG Bay is legitimately like one of the scariest builds. Look how much shit he does not have right now. He has 4 Dragoons and a shuttle. There are more tanks than Dragoons, which
That's really dangerous.
Not
I think
good.
We're gonna get him bonkinated. All right, let's 1 Dragoon toast.
Okay, that's 2 Dragoons toast.
Dragoon toast.
Disattack with the absolute.
There's a not insignificant amount of supply in observers right now.
That's facts. There's quite a few. There's at least
mines.
We
got mines.
The biggest fucking splash damage. Oh my god.
I don't know what Protoss can do here.
This Nexus is super dead. All these probes are super dead. Pulling the probes the wrong way, my G. Oh my god.
Probes getting brutally pulled into tank fire.
Absolute. What's the massacre of the Native American encampment?
There
it's
were
like
a lot.
General Custer. GG.
No, Custer was nope. Custer was the one where the Native Americans had the upper hand there.
Dang it. Okay.
General Custer's last stand. That was his last stand. It ended badly. Not his last stand into a glorious retirement.
Wow. If you had given me $100, I would not have taken Disattack to win that game based on the last game. And 100% had nothing to do with his skill. Seems very solid. It was literally just that he left immediately after not taking any damage. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I have my monitor on for my mic, and so my head, I can hear myself. I don't like it. Can we hear me still?
Let me check. Okay, say something.
I am speaking. Can you hear me?
You're still working.
We're still working. Okay, we're live. Game 3. Another 2 versus Disattack coming right at you on everybody's favorite map, Retro 1.2.
Is this everybody's favorite map? How do you feel about Retro?
I hate it.
Yeah?
If I have to give you my dead honest opinion, Retro fucking sucks. Alright. Top left, we got Disattack. Top right, we got another 2. They're ready to throw down. It's been a really, really contested series so far. Good play from both sides, and I mean that genuinely. This is fucking depressing from a me standpoint, because all these guys are going to be better than me in like 6 months. So what do you think We saw a timing attack go well for dis attack. We saw a late game still go well for dis attack, but then he left.
Well, I was going to note, in both the late game that we saw and the timing attack, no armory.
No armory, that is true.
Concerned about the lack of armory, because it is one of the things that, Protoss fears as the game goes on, is the tank that deals 85 damage per shot. That thing is really good. So if Dis Attack decides not to go for like another 4 effect or something, I really do want to see the armory early and often. Okay, not often, only make 2, but
early and sometimes.
Yeah, early and once or twice.
Once or twice. If he goes for another Zealot play, hats off to you, sir.
Is this supply depot in barracks? Is this Zealot safe?
This is Zealot safe, yeah.
Can you walk a Marine through that?
Yeah, you can definitely walk a Marine through that, and when the supply depot's on the right, you're set. The Zealot can't get through. So,
Gotcha.
I think you can make another one here as well. And then you have a little nook. You need 3 Zealots to cover every available spot, which obviously our boy another 2 has not been going for.
I haven't seen super early Zealots. It's been core before Zealot, and once again, we got the core, we got the Zealot.
We got one
probe not mining gas right now. That's a little worrisome, because we might need that gas.
Especially, this is a sneaky pylon, folks. Another 2 might be having...
Sometimes when you go to mine gas from an assimilator that looks like it's done, but isn't. The Protoss building animations do this annoying thing where even when they're warped all the way in, they're still not actually warped all the way in for like half a second. And yeah, sneaky pylon. Tell me about the sneaky pylon. Why does the pylon matter, at least?
100% he's going DTs here. I would bet my entire life savings if he does not notice that he's only got 2 on gas. Oh, he just noticed. Let's see if he commits to the bit. He's making a Dragoon. You can make a sneaky pylon just to try and head fake the Terran. Zealot's coming in. Oh my god, the SEV's not pulled. There's only 2 Marines. Holy shit, dude. The 3rd Marine is coming. 3 Marines can theoretically take on a Zealot. But it's going to be tough. Sick micro. Did you see the moving?
What?
What the fuck is this? Who is this? Who is this?
Oh, he's going in the nook. He's going in the nook.
That's sick. Okay, it still works. There's actually, I think this is an unkillable spot for this. Oh my god. The Zealot has so much damage, but the Dragoon is here, and he's getting a machine shop. Okay, dis attack, if you're watching. This is the only teachable moment. I swear, I don't want to be like an armchair coach. If you're getting this Zealot pressure, make a Vulture before your add-on. It will absolutely
change your life.
It'll pay
save your marriage.
So much dividends. It'll change you from being fat, ugly, and stupid like me and Packrat to handsome and thin and smart. Oh my god. The SEV pull's so sick. Where's the starport? Oh my god, can he see it?
I think we saw it. I think Protoss saw it.
I really wish I could go back, but I just can't bring myself to do that.
Like I said, this is a bias cast. I always see things in the eyes of not the Terran players, so when I say we, that means the non-Terran.
Oh
SCVs are actually a really good unit, though. This is, one of those underrated things that, like, if you're used to playing against the other races, like Protoss or Zerg, you get into their base and you're like, oh, nice, I'm fighting their workers. This is awesome. But with Terran, you get into the base, you're like, oh, crap, I gotta fight the SCVs now.
But look how good...
They fuck shit up.
Oh my god, we're getting a scout in. This is huge. And he sees... Okay, he confirms it's 3-gate robo. There's not very much you can do here. There's not very much you can do to punish it, but more importantly, there's not much the Protoss can do to punish you. If you really want to be aggressive, Reaver is a much better option, but obviously tier 3s don't recommend going for Reaver.
So you'd say Reba, no?
Reba, no. But on the other hand,
Okay.
Templar, yes.
Templar, yes. Okay, so
Yeah.
Reaver, no. Templar, yes. How
Okay.
about Dropship? Dropship?
Dropship is what I forgot when I said the 3-gate robo thing is that he was going dropship, because this is theoretically like the best response you can have to an opponent going one base dropship. You see everything, and also you have a lot of dragoons, so it's a very good defensive build. But I don't think he's been macroing very well, and he only will have at maximum one dragoon. He looks like he's sending that dragoon there. Yeah. He looks like he's sending this dragoon here. Oh my god.
Notably, we're behind in probes, or basically even on probes, despite having 2 nexuses to our opponent's 1 command center. But here come the vultures to ruin that.
The vultures absolutely going to massacre. This is General Custer's last stand, except with the
rest and pepperoni. Those probes.
These probes. This is the saddest. Oh my god.
This is unfortunate. You hate to see vultures in a mineral line.
Especially when it's like not a Terran mineral line, you know, because of course SEVs take 3 hits from a vulture to get killed, whereas the other
only 3? I thought it was 7.
Yeah, no, you're actually so right. Tell him, Queen.
Do you know that if an SCV fights Zergling just one-on-one, the SCV wins? Don't fact check that.
Don't fact check that. I promise you, you don't want to fact check that.
You don't even need to fact check it. That's truth.
Just the fucking facts.
It's 100% truth.
Okay.
So Terran's in a nice spot. We got more workers than our opponent. We got the same number of bases. We got decent tech. I believe we have the armory.
Oh my god, he's building 3 factories and an NG bay, and we have a starport, and we've got an armory. What other buildings could you possibly want? To be honest,
a science facility.
Okay, let's not get too greedy now.
I am greedy.
That is crazy.
Greedy. I want everything, and I don't want to pay for it. What about Protoss? Your Protoss, you just had your mineral line ravaged by vultures. What are you thinking here? What does that make you want to do?
What I want to do...
You're not allowed to do that for some reason.
Definitely, if I know they have a dropship that I have not killed, I do not put my dragoons all out away from my base. What it appears our Protoss friend here is doing is he's elevatoring into the main, which there's kind of a pimp play here.
This is pretty pimpin'.
Because this is the biggest... Oh my god, why would you go so deep into the base?
Can we still call plays pimpin'?
I think that's okay.
I don't think it was pimpin' to lose that shuttle, though.
Yeah, that was like the one ASL game where the DT drop got canceled by one turret.
Now we're attacking siege tanks.
Okay.
Attacking siege tanks up a hill. This is a desperation move that usually does not work. Although we got 2 tanks for 2 dragoons.
Okay, if he just stands right here. If he just stands right here. Fuck those tanks.
Just sitting just out of tank range with your dragoons being really annoying.
This is actually insanely good for another 2. Holy moly. I thought this attack was a harebrained scheme, to be honest with you. But in fact, it is actually an Omega Chad move. You're actually such a Sigma male for this another 2. On the other hand, the factory count is 3 to the gateway count of 3.
How's that stack up for the Protoss? Is that danger zone?
Zone? We've been in the danger zone, to be honest with you. Especially now that we've given up our army. I understand taking the 3rd. I understand getting the photon cannon because we know there are drops. I don't understand why a dragoon was ever right here again.
Yeah, dragoons getting bonked, catching strays.
Catching strays, unfortunately. Okay. Disattack appears to be going for the same kind of thing as last game, except already has +1, so it could be even stronger. The science facility is going down just in case we need to prep for late game. Oh my god. Another 2 has got him. This is why another 2 has his gateways rallied to the front for when he was trying to bust. Oh my
LeaSt
god.
has actually a pretty ingenious solution for this. He doesn't rally his gateways.
Yeah,
That way
fuck
they can't be
rallying your gateway,
misrallied.
bro. Fuck
All your units
rallying
just
your
get stuck in
gateways.
your base instead.
Oh, this is so brutal to watch. Just because, again, it's even probes to SCVs, mostly due to that absolutely insane drop from our boy Disattack in the early game. We've got 5 gateways, which is good. Unfortunately for us, our Terran opponent also has 5 gateways. And again, we say us.
Terran has 5 gateways.
Because
it's difficult.
Yeah, we're the Protoss in this cast. The royal we. Everyone here is the Protoss.
It's gonna get more fun when we cast a PvZ, and then LeaSt and I are rooting for different people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think we might actually end up just straight up fighting, but it'll be good content. It'll be good content.
Is this more factories? This is more factories. How many factories can you make off of on 2 base? Because I thought it was like 6.
No, 7
but Terran's really,
is a thing.
Terran's really good, so
yeah,
maybe it's 7.
7 is the magic number. It appears that he's going for kind of a modified 2 base 2-1 where he's just getting 1-1. That's definitely a thing. Like, it's very good, actually. You're a little short on gas, but due to the way the game is played out, where everything's been slightly delayed by those drops, oh my god. Sorry, I didn't catch that, guys, but the
not
vultures...
losing any vultures.
Yeah, the vultures are chilling. They're going to run up here, but we've got a lot of photon cannons about to finish.
Cannons. Although photon cannons that are warping in are made of, like, rice paper.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, can we... if he drilled these vultures right now, I would absolutely become fully erect, actually. He did not. However, the 3 cannons did kill the vultures eventually. Which is good and fair, actually.
This game is tight. One thing I'm worried about, I don't see like any real late game tech from the Protoss. We're not seeing Stargate, not seeing like a support bay for the shuttle, not seeing arbiter things.
Yeah, it definitely looks like
this is what we call the gateway man. Yeah.
It's got to
also you don't have to be a man to be a gateway man.
Yeah, no, that's we stan gateway women. You know,
So yeah, because usually Protoss we want the carriers, or we want the arbiters, or we want to be really annoying with speed shuttles. But if you're just gonna go gateways, I mean, only 8 gateways. I don't know, 8 gateways versus 7 factories. You have to consider that because the factory is a Terran building, it's better, right?
Yeah.
So like,
even supply is always good for Terran. Even supply is always good for Terran. It does appear that another 2 is beginning to tech up to arbiters. But will it be in time? If Disattack is waiting for like a max out, it might be. But if Disattack knew, Disattack is unsieging. The Terran is pushing.
I heard hands.
The Eagle has landed. The tanks are unsieged.
So the push path on Retro is a little funky, right? We're going to go up through the middle here instead of going through this third base, which is technically closer. I know this because all your units want to go through that third, but that's not where you actually want to go.
I actually like this a lot from our Terran hero, Terran villain. Excuse me, we don't approve of what he's doing.
Yeah, that's your first strike.
But no, I actually like this a lot. Pushing up this ramp onto the high ground just to come back down through another ramp. Controlling the mech army through that is just a pain in the ass. I
feel like we're seeing why Protoss usually wants something other than just the gateway units. Is it's really hard to engage the Terran ball. We've already bled off like a bunch of zealots because the vulture and the tank are good.
Yeah, absolutely huge plays from Disattack, and we're seeing this big death push, 20 supply up while being down on workers. There's just no way Protoss can fight this army. And we don't have enough bases to just play refugee toss. So it looks as if Disattack is in a very controlling scenario. We are counterattacking. We're avoiding some of the siege tanks. Thank you for the macaroni and cheese, my love. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, that made me
Everything's
sad.
dead, LeaSt.
That made me really sad, actually. Disattack
Science
is just...
vessel. There's 7 tanks out here still. I don't like
Oh
that.
my god. This is so tragic. GG.
Disattack with the rare 3-0.
That was crazy. Truly factual that Disattack also won the first game. Unfortunately,
that's just how good Terran is, man.
Unfortunately, Disattack was called to dinner by their mother in the first game, so they had to GG out in a winning position. Thankfully,
it happens to the best of us.
We're gonna go to a ZVP here. Marty,
hell yeah.
Do we have anyone in the chat that wants to see their games casted that's in this group? I give it 10 seconds maximum. We don't. Fuck it. We're going to Marty Magpie versus Maris. There's too many M's in that for me. What the fuck? And we're starting on Invader. Game 1.
Oh, hype. Let me join the game so that I can see what's happening. Yeah, Invader. Alright, it's my turn to do the intros.
Alright, all you.
Alright, in the top left, in the pink, we have Marty. And in the bottom right, in the purple, we have Mursk. Which is what I'm going to be calling this player from now on.
What a Chad name.
Mursk.
The artist formerly known as Mursk.
So, ZVP on Invader. I think ZVP on 2-player maps usually kind of sucks. But this map has the fun of the base having the Nat having 2 entrances.
Mm-hmm.
And I like making a bunch of units and running at my opponent really early in the game, and that just opens up so many options.
It's actually kind of insane.
For that kind of play style.
Is this probe? Okay. We are going for the fast expansion. I was super confused what we were doing with the probe. Still a little confused what we're doing with the probe. Let's go. Pylon down. Fucking get them. The big thing about this map is the second entryway kind of makes it impossible to gate expand on this map. So from a like theory standpoint, you don't. It's just comfy. You don't have to worry about the early zealot pressure quite as much. You know, I never ever see Snow do anything but gate expand, and even he forge expands 100% of the time on this map.
Nice.
So we've got the spawning pool halfway done. We've got the forge almost done. Marty has gotten into the base, seen everything.
We've got the drone coming in. Marty has left the base. How do you feel about this? I've always, whenever Protoss would actually just like leave the base again, I'd be like, yes, now is the time for underhanded shenanigans.
I think it's better.
But let's be real, they were gonna be underhanded shenanigans anyway.
No, that's... Sorry for the poor observing all. I am currently eating my mac and cheese. I think in this case, because he got back into the main, it's really good. And in any other case where he did not make it back into the main, it'd be really bad.
Yeah.
He's hiding here.
Only making 2 lings. Optimizing. We saw the forge fast expand, and so we don't need to make more lings right now. Okay. Just need to make just enough to chase this probe away.
We don't stand the 3 cannons before Nexus. Along with
Third
the pulled
hatchery
probes.
At the Nat, so not going to be taking a 3rd base too quick. Just make another hatchery. Sometimes you want another hatchery. We have 2 more cannons from the Protons.
We have more cannons than Zerglings on the map.
That's pretty
So
good for the cannons.
that is good for the cannons. I don't think Protoss will be busted soon.
3 cannons and 3 probes. This is a Protoss that is not about to be Ling All-In. This Protoss has seen the Ling All-In before and is like, no,
not gonna deal with
not
that
today.
shit. Fuck it.
Not today. I'm
I
gonna
would
make
rather
3 cannons and block my ramp with 2 probes, and we'll see you in 5 minutes.
As a fellow Forge Fast Expand user, as a fellow Forge Fast Expand user, we all know that the game is guaranteed to go at least 35 minutes if you cannot get Ling All-In. So it's very important that you don't get Ling All-In.
Zerg is making Ling speed, which is a little curious to me because I think Zerg probably can see these cannons and just be like, thank you, and then not make Ling speed. But what I'm curious what we're gonna see from Zerg. Usually Zerg wants to take a 3rd base a little quicker with this 3rd hatchery, but you don't have to.
Mursk is going for a 4th hatchery in main. Sorry to cut you off.
This is real Hawk hours. 4th hatchery in the main and a Hydralisk den.
4-hatch Hydra on 2 base. You love to see it. You love to see it.
You do love to see it. Don't let these tier 1 and tier 0 Zergs tell you that you got to take a 3rd base. You don't have to. Honestly, just make Hydralisks. They're good.
Oh my god! And the Virgin Protoss is gonna go for a Stargate, I assume, is what that probe was sitting out there for. Stargate is a cuck move. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Stargate is for people who like to lose the PVZs.
So you can see what Zerg is about to kill you with?
Simply make the Citadel, make a couple cannons, and if your tier 3 opponent can micro the Mutalisk well enough to kill all your probes, then you're... Congrats to them. They'll get promoted in 2 weeks anyways.
Alright, so making Hydralisks on the one side, we're making Stargate, we're making Citadel as well. So this looks like, with the exception of these 3 cannons, there's a lot. This looks like pretty classic PVZ opener, right? With the Stargate and the Citadel and the +1 attack, slowly cranking out Zealots. We're a little delayed because of all those cannons, but you know that happens. You got to play it safe. There's no point in getting everything early if you just die to the Zerglings.
And the only other thing is, Mursk has really, really been on top of making the drones. Marty has not really been quite as on top of making the probes. So, Marty down 10 probes already, not a great sign.
I like it. Just making hatcheries and not expanding.
Hatchery! Let's
expanding
go.
Is for chumps. Who needs it? We got 2 gas right here. We got Lurker aspect on the way and Overlord speed.
I'm 1700. I just lost to a 2-base Zerg like 3 days ago. I'm not trying to say that it's good or that I'm good, because I suck, obviously. You can get away with a lot of shit for a very long time. This is just good.
Moving out with no +1 and no leg speed. How do you feel about that? That ring alarm bells in your head? That feels like the danger zone to me.
Yeah, that's the danger zone, considering they already have a ass ton of Hydras.
Alright, yeah, so he just sees these Hydras and is like, you know what? I don't need to lose all these Zealots just yet. We can lose them later. To be fair, if I was Protoss, I'd be a little confused. I'd be like, bro, where's your 3rd? And the answer is, it's in my main, where it's safe. The safest 3rd you can have is just right in your main base. I am curious when the expansion is going to come. So if we want to play a nice long game, one of the things for Zerg and all your matchups is that you really kind of limited in all the number of good units you can make by your gas. And so probably gonna need a third gas at some point if we want to make a lot of lurkers, because they cost a lot of SD and gas.
The absolute destruction of that one Zergling walking into the 3 cannons. Absolutely brutalized. Mersk going for the 3rd expansion.
Yeah, we're going to send 2 drones to try to make the expansion at the same time.
Let's go.
Yes, just making the gas right away. Making the lunker.
Holy fuck. This is insane.
Marty is making a lot of Corsairs, though. This can be kind of annoying if you don't go Spire, and they make a lot of Corsairs anyway, and then just go Overlord hunting all game. It's like hard to chase them down with your Hydralisks.
Corsairs are so fast.
Who needs Overlords when you have 50 drones already? This is more drones than I've ever made in my entire life. Like this game right here. This is 56. I've never made 56 drones. Not once. You can check my seawall.gg.
Mersk is actually so goated for this. Making the extractor. The extractor is finished and was finished before the hatchery at the 3rd was halfway done. That's just insane prescient play. Is that how you pronounce that word?
Mersk knows what this base is for. It's for mining gas.
Mining gas and mining gas only.
We got missile attacks finishing up. We got a bunch of Hydralisks killing. Looks like this game might be a little bit quiet for a while. It feels like it's going to be hard for either player to, you know, break in. Although these Corsairs are going to be really annoying. They're going to come in and try to fuck up these Overlords. And then the Zealots are going to stare at Hydralisks that they can't really fight. Oh, but they can if they have High Templar there.
These High Templar are so boned. If I'm being real.
The Psionic Storm, though, that's a decent one. So I'm going to do this thing where, you know, casters are like, oh, like, great storms. And I used to think, like, oh, wow, like, all these players are getting these great storms off because, like, I never played Protoss. Then I played Protoss, and great storms are really easy. You just click where the units are, and then you storm them. It's kind of good. But those were great storms.
Great storms.
Great storms.
Both sides
got them on the Hydralisks.
Floating
a lot of minerals.
Metric ass ton of money right now. We're walling off our 3rd. You hate to see it.
Yeah. Why do we hate to see it? Enlighten me. Why do we not want to wall off our 3rd?
You're gonna see. Well, you're not gonna see it, I guess. But Hydras can still just walk through. I thought. And then
I don't think the Hydra can walk through.
Really?
I don't think the Hydra can fit through there. Doesn't matter because they're gonna. Oh no, they totally can. Look, they just did. They like walked through those pylons.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh my god. This is hilarious also that there is nothing here, and yet he is still morphing the lurker eggs.
Yeah, you gotta keep them out of this empty. Storm egg.
6 storms!
Oh, no!
Oh my god, get him!
No, you need one more storm. You need one more storm.
Let's go.
Storm egg. Eggs. Meanwhile, he's killing like a billion Overlords down here with these Corsairs.
Oh my god, that's really cool. At all.
There's so much going on. There's a lot going on in this game.
This is a very multitask intensive game.
There's a lot happening.
2 Corsairs go down.
Many Overlords dying. Oh, it's okay. We made like 80 Overlords. This is how I like to handle this. I see the Corsairs coming, and I'm like, that's it. Just make 10 Overlords. Just make 10 Overlords.
The crucial distinction between Mersk's play and your play, though, is Mersk has 62 drones.
Yeah, Mersk can afford 10 Overlords.
Approximately
it's like 3 times as many drones as I've ever made this whole season.
Okay, so it's pretty dire here for Marty Magpie, but we are taking a 3rd. We're trying to get these cannons down. We've got some High Templar, and the Hydras come in. Can we get 6 storms? Oh, that was a sick. That was a 6.
That storm was not so sick. That storm hit our probe, which is a little rough. Okay, we have no probe here now. This is, to all the non-Protoss players out there, if you see a probe like sitting where a base could be, and you just kill that probe, this deals incredible psychic damage to the Protoss, because they wanted that base, and now they can't have it until they send another probe there.
How many gateways does this guy have? What the fuck is happening?
Marty doesn't have that many probes to send. Only 35 probes. 57 drones. We lost some drones. Where'd the drones go? Oh, we're making creep colonies. Yeah. Being safe. Also making hatcheries. Some zealots down here being annoying. I'm not sure they're going to be enough to get through the hydralisks.
Oh, the storms? Six storms? Six storms? Can we keep this Templar alive? This is...
Templar has 170 energy.
So tough.
Oh, died to the sunken colony.
The biggest sunken...
Wow.
The biggest sunken hit I've ever seen in my life. That sunken's not there. This Templar goes from here to here. All these drones are dead.
Absolute hero of sunken colony.
That's insane plays. And we'll see here. This is actually a strategic choice to not make any probes from Marty Magpie. Because despite being down 30 worker supply, he's only down 10 army supply. Okay.
He's also not going to mine out.
He's never going to mine out. That's huge. Okay, plus 2 Hydras. This is going to be big. Hydras do kind of start to melt the Protoss army once they get plus 2, without taking Storm into account, of course. So it's gonna be, oh my god, Carapace and plus 1 melee are coming.
Yeah,
Mursk is
Zerg's got the 3 Evo chambers.
This guy's a macro god.
Online, it's definitely better than I am.
This third expansion is not long for this world. Look at the absolute lurker contain he's got set up over here. Even if we had observers, which I'm not sure that we do we have a robo? We do have a robo.
We do have a robo. There's an observer in production. I don't see one on the map.
Oh,
no, there is one on the map. It's chilling. It's hanging out.
Okay, but yeah, he's just going to A-move this base. The 3 cannons are already dead. There was 2 zealots there. 1 Hydra goes down. What an absolute hero zealot. Trading his life for 1 Zerg.
This pylon must die, unpowering one of our forges.
Okay, we're leading with the classic lurker contain scenario where we lead with our zealots.
Fighting lurkers with the zealots. That's rough. Good storms. Good storms.
6 storms. 6 storms. The overlords. Oh my god.
You gotta storm the overlords. It's about sending a message.
It's about sending a message. Okay, so we're absolutely boned here. Marty Magpie, I feel for you, brother.
Just pacing down the High Templar.
This is every Protoss's worst nightmare. It's just infinite.
This looks like the end of a campaign mission.
Yeah.
Oh, the photon cannons are unpowered! The photon cannons are unpowered, LeaSt! The 3 photon cannons we built in the beginning of the game.
No! Why? Why must the world be so cruel? GG is called. Marty Magpie struggling to leave the game, unfortunately. Tabbing through the menu. Tabbing through the menu, trying to find the end mission. Yeah, that's just the don't make probes into try and outlast the Zerg because you don't mine out strategy. I liked it. I think it's bold new territory. It didn't seem to work out for our Protoss this game. Let's see if he can make it happen on Neo Dark Origin 2.0 top versus bottom game name ASDF.
Always host on top versus bottom, by the way, because that way, if the game picks bad colors for you, we can switch them to red versus green, which is really good. Yeah. Alright, I'm doing the introduction again. In the top left, in the poop brown, our Zerg player, Mursk. And in the bottom right, in the pink, our Protoss player, Marty. So, you're Marty.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1, didn't make very many probes. Got SH'd.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking here?
I'm trying to process what just happened.
Yeah.
I think the tough thing is really you just want to do a build, you know? You just want to do one build and call it a day. And he was doing his best +1/+1, and I admire that. The issue for our Protoss player here is that putting on pressure with a +1/+1 timing doesn't do very good against 2-base 5-hatch Hydra. So if you're spending all that time,
what would you do against 2-base 5-hatch Hydra? If you let's say you have to play Mursk this week, you get this, you get the scouting. You're like, okay, this guy's got 2-base 5-hatch Hydra in the repertoire. What do you want to be doing as Protoss against that?
well, the big thing, like you said, is that without a third base, Zerg is really limited on gas. And so, the lurker situation isn't going to be nearly as good. So, firstly, we can skip a bunch of Corsairs. Corsairs, unless you're really, really good against pure Hydralisk, not favorable. Not favorable. Oh, this probe. Second of all,
this is my worst nightmare. I've conceded to LeaSt's first probe. That's not a joke. Sometimes like this first probe just comes in and just completely ruins your entire day. And we're just like, no, this game's over. But Mursk is staying cool, calm, and collected, just building the hatch off center. But anyway, yeah, go on. What were we going to do in the case where our opponent is? Actually, no, hold on. I need to go on a sidebar about this this wall situation we got going on here. This to me, as a huge fan of just flinging units at my opponent really early, I'm ling all-inning this, right? Like you could drive you could drive an Ultralisk through this gap here.
I feel you. I see you and I hear you. If you block with like 2 probes, it's one of the harder things to do, genuinely, if you're going to try and get away with 1 cannon, especially if you see 6 lings pop, which of course the Zerg has made 2 Zerglings. But you can delay slightly right here with a couple probes and then block the ramp. Because really what they're trying to do after you've delayed them with the probes is just run by. They can't kill the cannon. Anyways, all that to say, the Zerg made 2 Zerglings. So, let's see where it goes from here. We have Cybercore's coming down at a decent time. This is pretty solid.
Yeah, when you only make 1 cannon,
yeah,
tech is on time.
Truly, Marty was just like absolutely scarred from previous games on Invader, because it's Invader, dude. The map is scary.
Mursk is once again going for ling speed and the 4th hatch in the base.
Mursk is an innovator.
Mursk is an innovator. Mursk knows what's up.
I just respect the absolute hell out of anybody that comes into like a CPL league and is just like, fuck it, dude. I'm not going to do anything meta. I'm not going to do 3-hatch Spire, 5-hatch Hydra. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't want to fucking work with Scourge and shit. I just like the Hydralisk.
Hydralisk is pretty fun. It's a lot better than the Scourge.
Hydralisk is so much fun to play with. It's crazy. I don't need scouting information.
Stargate?
Oh.
Okay. We did see there was no lair. So we would have the option to not make a Stargate if we didn't want one, right?
Right. And just based on what we saw the last game and what we've seen this game, there's no reason to make a lot of Corsairs here. It's Corsairs are definitely annoying, but you're probably not going to get as much value as they're worth. It's just super high variance, you know. A low level, you could kill a lot of Corsairs and win the game, or you could run them all into Hydralisks right away. He's immediately going for the Templar Archives. I like this a lot. Will we see Corsair DT? The world may never know. We have... I think he just hates Invader. This is looking much more solid from Marty Magpie here.
To be fair, who among us does not hate Invader?
That's facts. Invader,
That sucks.
objectively unfun map. So imagine, if you will, saying, I'm going to put on some early Zealot pressure, just walking some of your no-speed Zealots over there, and it's like, it's only 6 minutes, they probably don't have that much, and 6 Hydralisks await your 2 Zealots, with upgrades.
And end their lives.
Can you imagine how embarrassed you would be? 4 photon cannons going, or 3 photon cannons for a total of 4 going down. We love the principle. Marty reminds me, and I mean this in the worst possible way, Marty reminds me of me so much. It's just like, I have these, I can't think of the word. I have these rules. I have this dogma, is what I was looking for. And we're following that shit. I'm making the Corsairs. If I see a bunch of Hydras, I'm going to cancel the Corsairs, build a bunch of cannons. And I am saying this, I was joking about the worst possible way. I think that's huge. I think he has a bunch of potential and all that. As far as the chances in this game right now, though, I give it 95% Mursk, you know?
Well, one big difference to note here is that Marty, this game is kept up on the probe production, and Mursk has not had that same drone explosion that we saw in last game. He's instead making a lot of Hydralisks this time. So the worker count is way, way closer to even, and that means that we've got these 4 gateways coming up in Protoss main that can actually be like making stuff out of those. That's scary. You know, 2-base Zerg is cool until 2-base Protoss like gets all their tech and their gateways and stuff.
Agreed. And we're already getting Dragoon range. I like this a lot. We're getting +1 armor. The 3rd hatchery is starting to come down for Mursk. So the big thing is here. That's the big thing. Is that I coughed really loud.
Yeah, that's a pretty big thing.
The big thing was caught in my throat. Nobody clipped that. Okay, I think I gave him enough time to clip it. Okay, so we're pushing out here with 5 Zealots and some High Templar.
Huge storms?
Huge storms. Can we get some huge storms? That was
Big storm.
Pretty big. All the Hydras die. We managed to not get either Templar sniped. That's crazy. Insane value. We've got Corsairs. There's still no OV speed. So that actually makes Overlord hunting so much better when they can't just run the Overlords away from you. Okay, 2 Hydralisks here, just attacking the Corsairs. Kind of a huge brain play. Can we just take the 3rd?
Is there a Robo? No Robo.
No Robo,
I do see lurkers. So from Zerg, I'm safe because these lurkers pretty tough to kill. And it looks like Zerg is going to now we've hit our condition to like make a bunch of drones, although we're supply blocked, like really supply blocked. So that makes making all these drones harder.
Okay. The good old fashioned the good old fashioned Latinx standoff between this probe and this Zergling and Hydralisk. Bringing some units back, clearing out this third base. I actually think this is a really good play.
2 bases at once.
Okay.
Just gonna take like the usual fourth.
Okay, this is kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy. I'm freaking out.
Because yes, you do. Assuming a normal game, you do want to kind of double expand once you start getting Dragoon Templar. And honestly, I don't even think it's that bad considering. Okay, it's bad. The Hydralisk.
Hydralisk is good. Is the Psionic Storm good? Well, Psionic Storm's gonna have to be there a lot sooner. Okay, well that's the end of that Nexus. But you know what? Nexi are fungible. You can just make another 6 storms. 6 storms.
6 storms.
No, it's 6 storms.
Sick Templar snipe. Oh my god.
6 Templar snipe. Templar snipes, unlike good Psionic storms, are actually hard. So that's
Oh no.
makes that much more impressive. These Hydras are going around the world.
We've got 5 Corsair out on the map. We've got a shitload of Zealots.
Yeah, and Zerg does not have 60 drones this game.
So it's going much better for us.
This whole 3 evolution chamber bunch of hatcheries thing is a lot scarier when you have 60 drones instead of 40 drones. 40 drones, this is like poverty Zerg.
This Zerg is going to have to go to the unemployment line.
Hype. Oh, sick. Sick High Templar snipe, though. Okay, so Zerg's making all the upgrades. Protoss is also making all the upgrades. Upgrading everything we can think about. We've got 2 forges, 3 Evo chambers. We're researching Kaidar and Amulet. The upgrade's so good that it's not even a thing in Starcraft 2. Corsair is being annoying and paying dearly for it. I still can't get over this drone count.
If we don't get a single Overlord... Okay, we at least got 1, which means the 5 Corsairs were worth it.
Yeah, you can escape with your pride intact. We're going to lose 4 Corsairs for 1 OV, and then one of them gets to go home to tell the story.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't?
Rip to that Corsair.
Damn.
Okay, we've gotten our third base established. We've got a cannon here. And we're going to go poke at the Zerg front. I like poking around the edges of Zerg. You got to try and see... It's hard to move lurkers around, you know? If you poke at a bunch of different points, sometimes there's just a weakness. We do need to kind of have our units more together.
We need the High Templar here. The Protoss army without the High Templar, really bad at this stage of the game. Kind of just gets pooped on by the Hydralisk.
Not a 6 storm?
Big High Templar snipe. Not a good storm. Clicked where the units were not. Zealots dying. Dragoons dying. This is what we like to see as a Zerg player. Although I think Zerg is making more Hydras. And I think this is a classic Zerg problem that I fall prey to a lot, which is that because Zerg is the most underpowered and difficult race, every time you make a building, you have to kill one of your precious workers. And we've made a lot of buildings recently, and we haven't made workers to replace them. So we're down to 35 drones, which is like serious mega poverty level. Can barely afford to saturate all our mineral patches with 35 drones. We seriously need a big round of drones at some point.
On the bright side, he did the lurker egg micro, where the damaged Hydra gets converted into a lurker egg.
That's always really sick.
So
huge psychological damage.
The psychic damage is incredible.
Psychic damage is really important. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We did sneak in 4 drones, but I think we need to sneak in 20 drones.
Can we get back to the 60? I'm a little confused.
Yes.
I'm a little confused
60
what happened
drones,
to our
good.
boy Mursk.
39 drones. Thing is, if you're gonna build 39 drones, you gotta stop earlier and just build like 12 instead.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
absolutely
6 storms going down. Third base under attack. 1 cannon was not enough to hold back a control group of 2-0 Hydras. Where is the Protoss army? Protoss does not have a whole lot of stuff. Not the world's sickest storm. Where is Protoss has supply,
Protoss
but I don't know where it is.
Like 7 zealots sitting by their forges.
Ooh, that's rough.
Very rough to accidentally leave your units at home in this matchup. Definitely similar to the Terran and TVP. You really, really want to make sure you have all your units together, and not similar to PvT.
6 storms.
You really want to make sure you have all your storms. Crazy storm, just absolutely annihilated like 7 Hydras. I just don't know if it's going to be enough, my friend.
Yeah, I think Protoss is gonna like live here, but you can't lose your third for it. And Zerg is finally getting those drones. We're up to 50 drones now. This is where the Zerg is getting like really mega scary, because now losing these Hydras and these Lurkers is like, who cares? We'll make more.
And we're up to Hive with Defiler. If this fucking tier 3 Zerg
I've never made a Defiler in my whole entire life.
If he just pulls out the Dark Swarm into Zergling combo, I don't know what to say.
Gonna pull off the Lurker into Bridge combo. That's a pretty good combo. These bridges, very, very good to blockade. Hard to cross if you have a small army. Hard to cross if you have a big army, TBH, fam.
Okay, we picked off the Observer. The psychic damage is incredible.
The Lurkers died for it, though.
It doesn't even matter. You just know as the Protoss that the Lurkers could come back. Does not even matter that the Lurkers died. Okay.
Okay, 56 drones.
56 drones, 59 Protoss supply. Pretty good situation.
Swung firmly in the Zerg's favor.
Yeah, this is a tough one. 4 base Zerg. It's not even like a counterattack would really accomplish that much. This base has some lurkers here. This base is right next to the rally, and we're just gonna kind of grind the Protoss down. We're starting to mine out of the main. 6 storms. Oh my god.
6 storms.
The probes are coming out. Are they coming out to fight, or are they trying to make a nexus? What's going on here?
I think they're deceased, so kind of doesn't matter.
This is definitely
Protoss is boned.
Poverty Protoss situation here. GG from Marty Magpie. I really, dude. I don't want to blow smoke up anybody's ass. I feel like these tier 3 players have all been really solid. Marty clearly knows a lot of things about the game, and just is like, okay, I need to get a little better at macroing. I need to get a little better at knowing when to apply things. And Mursk was just like macro god. Really, really, when they felt safe, kicked the drone engine into high gear. And we go to another. Drone Splosion is a new team name, Manadog says.
Drone Splosion.
I like that. It's provocative.
Everyone likes provocative things. Okay, your turn to do the intros.
All right. Here we go. In the top left, we have H. Meyer. In the bottom right, we have Disaster 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Purple versus pink.
We changed it The top versus bottom was activated. Shout out to both these players.
Oh, did you change it? I like purple versus pink. You changed it to blue to red?
I changed it from blue to red, but I mean...
I like purple pink.
Let's go purple pink.
That's a classic matchup in my opinion.
Let's do it. All right.
I only change it when there's really confusing ones like silver Protoss versus gold Terran. I can't do it. Because I'm looking at the minimap, I'm like, why does this Terran have like 18 bases? It's like, oh, because that's the Protoss, because the colors don't match. Invader. We've seen PvT on Invader. We watched one.
Oh my god, the probe.
The Terran won, but then left.
Disaster won.
Will Terran leave a one game again? This is an early probe.
Yeah, this is 100% a gas steal. And so Disaster 1 is already my favorite CPL player. To go for the gateway into gas steal combo.
Ooh,
what are we
gonna gas steal, or are we gonna just annoy the hell out of this SCV?
No, this is actually really good. If we can delay the barracks and then we start building a zealot, for example. Oh my god, we're gonna kill the SCV building the barracks. That's huge. That's huge. You can't just send the one SCV, my dude. Learn. Oh no, this SCV. Okay, he's sending the second one. We're all good. If he just puts it on repair on that SCV.
What if he gets unlucky like SCV bounces?
Oh my gosh.
What if this happens?
This is okay.
This is off. He might still lose this SCV. What if he loses this SCV, LeaSt?
Absolute hero probe. This is Snow controlling this probe right now.
This is me leaving the game against this probe. Our zealot is late because we're busy microing this probe like a god.
This is not a tight wall, right? There's no shot this is tight.
I don't think so. Can a Marine walk through there? Is this like a zealot safe wall where you can have a nice little Marine nook?
No,
yeah, I don't think so, right?
The supply depot on top is not Marine.
This is what happens when you play a bunch of Brood War and watch a bunch of Brood War. Is I'm like, I couldn't tell you why, but I don't think you can do the Marine micro trick with this. It looks wrong. Okay, Hero Probe is now deceased.
Rip.
Protoss has 500 minerals in the bank. What would you make with 500 minerals in the bank if you were a Protoss player?
If I was a Protoss player and I theoretically had that much money, I would probably send a probe out to my natural and make a Nexus, as he is doing here.
That's pretty sick.
Sick plays from Disaster.
Sick plays, sick nasty, and a pylon too. While we're at it, we are supply blocked. We have 3 pylons building. This is the Packrat plays Protoss moment.
There's nothing quite like the getting supply blocked and then being like, fuck it. One of my workers can build 3 pylons. I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't care. Okay, we got a robo going down. Will we get another gateway? Because we do have a second factory.
Yeah,
so
I don't think we've scouted this.
We haven't scouted this for sure. This is really... H-Meyer is... He knows how to play. Let's be honest here. The 2-fact is OP.
Despite getting an SCV kill, we're behind in workers. Which is a little rough.
This is... I'm already tired of this series just based on the first 4 minutes of game 1. Yeah. H-Meyer's going to come out. He's going to hit the timing. Disaster 1 is going to be like, bro, I'm going to play Conservatos. And then
we have 2 machine shops for a 2-fact. How do you feel about that?
I hope he goes Timmy Tank 2-fact, where you just...
The Timmy Tank 2-fact? You just make tanks.
5 tanks and then push is actually insanely based.
That owns. Yeah, I love that. So much. Too much for words. I'd
Let's
love if we
see.
had Marines.
We might even just push with 3 tanks and Rally Vulture, which should always or also be extremely good. H-Meyer is insane at spending his money right now. This is crazy. He
We do
literally
have 3 gateways coming up. Well, 2 gateways coming up, plus the one we already got. And a robotic support bay. How do you feel about the Reaver for tier 3 players? Is that allowed? Is
Reaver.
that permitted?
Don't let me tell you how to have fun. Anyone watching this. However, no, it's not allowed.
Reaver,
And you
no.
should.
Reaver, no.
Reaver, no. Templar, yes.
How about tank? How about 3 siege tank? Is that yes?
3 siege tank versus 2 dragoons and a zealot is pretty yes. And then we also have 5 marines for free. So it's going pretty good for our Terran player.
We're making 3 dragoons at a time, and nothing coming out of these factories. Okay, we're making vultures. We're a teeny bit supply blocked, but it's okay because we're going to save that money and put it towards a command center.
And we do have some supply depots going down at home, so he is aware of the fact. He's not like super hard supply blocked. These vultures, this is the tough thing when you know you're outmatched at like army wise. The vultures can just come in and kill all your probes. Oh my god.
Oh, mine?
Okay. Okay, why? No.
Mines? Clearing the mines with the dragoon. We can't afford to lose the dragoon. We do have a Reaver on the way. In the right hands, a Reaver could, stomp this push, end this game. Will it, though? Nexus is going to go down. It's not over, because the Reaver can be really good. And so can just like 3 Dragoons production on 1 base. Can kind of end a Terran's whole entire existence sometimes.
I feel insane right now. There's no way. This dude has a command center almost finished. He's got his NG bay already finished. He's got turrets already finished. What the hell kind of... Okay, he's not even counterattacking, so it's fine. But what the fuck is this Terran? Like, this is insane, bro. This is insane gameplay. This Terran would beat me with this 2-fact.
This shuttle is having trouble finding a place to put the Reaver.
For Protoss out there watching this, you do probably want to counterattack with the Reaver if you go Reaver and they go 2-fact. They just have too much shit, and the Reaver won't be on time to prevent the Nexus kill, etc. Oh my god, he's doing this shit. Packrat, I'm gonna leave the cast. I'm just so tired.
What's up?
I'm just so tired of Terrans and their bullshit.
What about the Reaver? How do you feel about that? Or we're gonna fly into the missile turret?
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Reaver. That right there is...
Can't do that!
Exact representation. Disaster
left
1
the
left the game.
Left the game.
No GG.
Let's be generous and assume that maybe the GG was an allied chat. Right? We wouldn't leave our CPL games without GGing, right?
You gotta be manner. You gotta be manner.
I definitely would never have done that.
Well, that game, if I could be so bold, was a disaster one. Am I right? Am I right?
That was it was rough. It was rough. I think Terran showed great resilience. Who among us has not lost a worker to the first probe and wanted to leave the game and uninstall forever? But he didn't leave the game and uninstall forever, and that's impressive.
That's impressive, truly. He continued making the workers. He did all the things he needed to do. And
okay,
for
now
that,
you can switch top versus bottom, because red versus pink is not nearly as classic of a color matchup.
All right, top left we have H-Meyer, bottom right we have Disaster.
All right, so you're Disaster. You're playing Protoss. Game 1, you got a sick SCV kill with your world's most annoying probe, and then died to a 2-fact anyway. What do you do in Game 2?
This is going to be a nutty call out. You don't micro your probe as hard.
Yeah.
Just say fuck it. We're gonna. Oh my god, he's doing the thing.
Are you capable of not microing your probe as hard? Is that a thing that you LeaSt can do?
Okay, I've earned microing my probe that hard because I've done the multitask map for approximately half of my lifespan. However, unfortunately for me, the multitask map does not provide you with anything else to play well. So I'm still not good. But I can micro the shit out of my probes. He's got to be going for a gas steal, right? Or is he just literally trying to be super annoying with this?
I think he should gas steal, because gas steal doesn't require you to micro, right? You just do it and then you leave, and you're like, look, I ruined your day. Come on, steal the gas. No.
I don't even think it matters. It looks like H-Meyer is going barracks on the low ground for a possible. Oh my god, he did it though.
Okay. H-Meyer's got the forward barrack. Was this an 11 racks? Am I not paying attention to the game that I'm casting?
I think he's trying to go.
I would never.
Yeah, he's going to racks expand anyways.
Yeah.
So, that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
That's a real yogurt energy move.
We're supply blocked for Protoss, unfortunately. We
Pylon's
are making a zealot. That's huge. If you're going, this is
Pylon blocking the
so fucking based. So based here. H-Meyer.
Is this good?
No. But
okay.
The psychic damage. We've got to keep in mind the psychic damage. H-Meyer is so tilted right now that they are floating almost 600 minerals at 3 minutes into the game. So it's 100% worth it. The Zealot is coming. We still don't have any gas. We have a single Marine ready to fight this Zealot that's on our bridge right now. Can we get the bunker down in time?
Remembers that the command center is movable.
This bunker went down so fast, I feel like. Holy shit. And we just lose. Oh. Okay, the Zealot does get a kill off.
Good punches.
Believe it or not, that is actually gigantic. 2 Marines.
Also, the bunker's not in range of the pylon.
Oh my gosh, that's so tough.
Now we're gonna defend our assimilator. A bit too late, but hopefully we can get revenge. Kill a couple of these SCVs.
This is an insane Zealot, but can we micro back at home or macro back at home?
Plus, don't forget, as we mentioned before, SCVs are really scary. It's dangerous to fight them because they'll fuck you up. Okay, but not this Zealot. This Zealot has 5 kills, 4 of which are SCVs. We've killed 5 SCVs.
We've killed 6 SCVs.
We're gonna kill 6 SCVs. We might not have to macro at home. Just throwing that out there.
No, I think we actually don't need to macro at home anymore.
There's a point where we might not have to macro at home. Although now I would start macroing.
Oh my god, and he did it. The crazy son of a bitch. He just absolutely queued up 5 probes. That's good.
Yes.
We're sending more Zealots. Is he going to wide walk past?
Yes, you just queue up 5 probes, then go back to microing your Zealot like a complete god.
And make the 3 pylons. Let's go.
Macro?
Dude.
Who enjoys that shit? Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
I micro the Zealot.
I have the money to make 5 probes at once, so I'll just do that.
So, unfortunately for us, the Terran is walled off. And all we have to show for it is a 2-worker lead because H-Meyer's a macro god. We are going up to 3 gateways. We are trying to do the build where we make a lot of units. What is the build? I think this is going to be a Bulldog. I think. Either way, even if he just masses Dragoons. So
we use a lot of jargon.
The Bulldog is a classic Protoss build where you get 7 Dragoons and a shuttle. and then some zealots. 5 gateways.
Okay. But who cares that? What's the classic Protoss build where you get 5 gateways on 1 base?
This is actually insanely funny. 4 is definitely like the theoretical maximum, but that's also assuming that you macro
you can
consistently.
Make 5. Is Tim in the chat?
Where's Tim at? Tim, what's the verdict?
Tim will tell you. You can make 5.
Dude, the fucking hero of just queuing up these probes. Dude, that's a good lesson, genuinely. If you struggle to macro during crucial points, just queue the shit up, man. Just queue the shit up. It's
doesn't work for Zerg.
So much better. Zerg is a weak and underpowered race, but for the other 2 races, it's so good to just make 5 probes and then go micro your shit and then go back home later. Okay.
We also don't want to be mining with 4 on gas, especially when we don't have a whole lot of probes, because every probe matters right now. How far away is the first tank? It's kind of close. I feel like the first tank kind of puts a real damper on this YOLO play. So if I'm Protoss, I'm like, I want to go soon. I want to go, like, now.
This is definitely the time. He's going.
We're going.
Kill
the bunker. You can't repair it fast enough.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, the bunker's dead.
Get out of here.
We do have to fight the SCVs.
Type question mark in the chat.
Type a question mark in the chat. Kill this supply depot.
I like how not only are we trying to kill the supply depot, our Terran opponent is actively repairing the supply depot, yeah.
Okay, we killed the first tank. We're killing SCVs. We're killing this missile turret, even though we're not making DTs. We're floating 1,200 minerals, which isn't great, but you know what? That's fine when you have 5 Dragoons in their base.
And you have 5 gateways back at home,
to make a real quick round of 5 Dragoons, because we can afford it. Killing the machine shop.
Fuck that machine shop in particular.
This is a play that's like right out of the Prima strategy guide, where you're just like, listen, no machine shop, no siege tank.
No tank. You cannot make
we're floating 1,600 minerals, though.
Does it even matter?
We really need to make out of the gateways.
We tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Terran is still OP.
Oh my god.
2 tanks are going to pop.
How did he get 2 tanks? The machine shop was dead. Oh my god.
Did you know that if you queue up the tank while the machine shop is still alive, that it'll still make?
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So, unfortunately, Terran has unlocked the siege mode upgrade.
This is huge for
which means this is approximately 1,000,000 times harder now. If I was Protoss, I would just go make like 3 Nexuses. Because we can afford it. But we're making leg speed instead. And I don't think that's going to work out, because I think this Zealot. You can't walk a Zealot through here, right? This is Zealot tight.
I don't think so.
But you know
You'd
what?
be surprised
if we just make 5 Zealots at a time, sometimes that shit fucking works.
Okay, fuck that bunker. Let's go. Get the fuck out.
Okay, go kill the tank. There are more tanks somewhere.
These SCVs are on the high ground. The Terran blocking this shit.
The SCV is scary. Don't want to fight them. They're more dangerous than the tank.
Like, he's got to at least have 15 SCV kills right now. But it just doesn't really matter because he's not making anything at home.
We just gotta make out of the gateways. Gotta make out of the gateways. Oh my god, this hurts. Disaster One, if you're in the chat, I love the way you play.
Disaster One,
please make out of your gateways next time.
This one SCV.
You truly could have put the fear of God into this Terran.
I think
you might still. I think
he's still gonna do it.
You totally had this game in the bag.
Wow.
Okay, Terran's
The
engaging
absolute
in
tenacity of
bonketing.
Disaster 1.
Okay, we have zealots. We have a lot of zealots. A
Okay,
lot of
we have...
zealots are here. We don't see any vultures, right? Like, pure tank against pure zealot, not bad for the zealots.
Not bad at all. So,
are we gonna rally these gateways? Because we have them, but I
mm-hmm.
feel like they really need to be rallied. So if these zealots
Okay,
just go in by
okay.
themselves and die horribly, okay, this isn't zealot tight, so that's cool. Because I think they're just gonna fuck up these tanks. And H-Fire taps out. Disaster, you're a god.
That was incredible.
This game was amazing. I loved
Wow.
every second of it.
Wow. I think for the
This
first
is what
time
Starcraft is all about.
for the first time all night, we have actually had a Protoss take a game. Like truly, you know?
Yeah,
Protoss,
not just be the winner on the score screen, but actually reach out and take it.
disaster piece. You're fucking you're a hero. You're a goddamn American hero.
You're a
We
true
go to
American
game
hero.
3. We go to game 3 on Retro.
I don't care where you're from. You're an American hero. Let's find out where you're from. I think that's on the website. Website is good for all kinds of information except for all the information that you actually need.
Disaster top left, H Meyer bottom right. Let's go.
Disaster Piece is from the United States of America.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
America, America. God shed his grace on thee.
That's the most American build I've ever seen in my entire life. Build 5 gateways on one base.
The one
Get
gate,
'em.
5 gateway.
Get 'em.
He was angry that game. He said, "You are gonna try and gasless expand against me? That's fucked up. I'll show you what I do to that." Okay.
It's this little build I call 5 gateways on one base. Never heard of it.
Oh my god,
Crossbone
what the
time
fuck
around.
is happening? No, he's doing proxy. He's doing proxy 9-9, right? Holy shit.
No way. It's not. We're okay. All right. I was like,
That's
no way.
so
It's too
goated.
late for that. But no.
Oh,
It's
no,
not
but
too
he's
late
sending
for
it to
that.
scout. You don't do this. You don't do this. You keep the probe right fucking here until you make the gateways.
Maybe he just wants to go peek and just take a little look-see. We're making 2 pylons. We got a pylon in the middle and a pylon in the base.
What the fuck? Okay.
We're innovating. We're changing the game.
This guy's hacking for real though, bro. There's no shot.
Yeah. How does he?
How does he know? How does he know?
Meanwhile, Terran. Oh, this is so sad because Terran's gonna go gas on reaction to seeing this probe. But if we had just placed the gateway, then we would have like the world's fastest in-your-face zealots, and our opponent would be going gas before barracks. That would be really fun. Unfortunately, we built a second pylon instead, but we're not going to get supply blocked at 17 like last game. So take that.
And we do have a third pylon that I think was attempting to not block, or to make sure that
we're trying to block the wall, but that didn't do that.
It didn't do anything. Here's the thing. I don't think we did anything to block the wall, but I don't think the wall actually does anything to block the zealots. So it's
zealot type? I have no idea if this is zealot type.
No, this is not. This 100% is not.
Nice. That owns.
So, yeah. I mean, we're
H-Meyer still has 3 on gas, but that might just be flusteration from having a pylon built in your base.
The factory is going down.
Even the calmest of people like H-Meyer can be thrown off by having a pylon built in their base.
This man is an animal. This is absolutely disgusting play from Disaster. First of all,
Disaster is tired of getting supply blocked. We got another pylon. It's like, you know what? Enough of that supply blockage. H-Meyer scouts the gateway in the middle, but it's too late. The zealot is already on the way.
Okay.
And he's gonna walk up this ramp and walk right through that non-wall. All right, I'm gonna come around the back here and get frisky with the Marine.
He's
Gonna
just so much
pause to
damage.
fight the SCV instead, and
So much
then
damage.
kill the Marine.
Okay, the factories are saving grace here, and H-Meyer does know the proper reaction of making a vulture vulture first against the zealot pressure.
That's not what you want. I would love to see either a Nexus or like 3 gateways, you know? Like one of those two things.
Or
what I don't love to
Templar
see
set?
is floating 500 minerals. Templar Archive, yeah, I would like to see a Citadel of a Dune.
Also, Zealots are OP, so the second Zealot just came in and massacred an
Walked in
SCV and 2 Marines.
Killed the Marines.
Almost
Gets
kills
the
a third. Wow, that was awesome. Another Zealot coming in. This is just insane hubris from Disaster 1.
Oh, we canceled the Vulture.
Mm-hmm.
He had a Vulture making, and he canceled it and made a tank. And now this Zealot is in, just beating on this supply depot.
He's gonna be so fucking supply blocked when we get done with this, though.
That is facts.
Honestly, though.
Okay, now we cancel the tank and went back to the Vulture.
This is like the 3rd time that we've canceled our unit. Because he canceled the first Vulture that he made before the machine shop to build the machine shop. Then he canceled another Vulture to build the tank.
Vulture stuck. Vulture stuck. Okay, it's not stuck now.
Oh my god, he killed his own.
He's killing one of their own.
These SCVs are rioting.
The SCVs are savage. I really wish we had 600 minerals floating. I wish we would make probes or nexuses or anything to make some stuff. That'd be really super cool. Gonna kill a Vulture with a Zealot. Achievement unlocked.
That's actually the second Vulture he's killed. It's so tough to do the Vulture micro when you're just...
Especially when you have to do other stuff. It's, you know, it's really easy just like on a micro map with nothing else going on, but, you know, when you have to manage a whole base... Okay, we have 800 minerals. We have a robotics facility.
Okay.
I really think it'd be
yet
cool.
Another Zealot.
Okay, we got a gateway. We got a Zealot running in here. This supply depot,
Fuck this supply depot.
We have determined this supply depot is a major strategic, what's the word? A target. A major strategic target. This is a slight problem, though, which is that now Terran has 3 Vultures, and Protoss kind of has nothing. We do have a bunch of gateways, though, which rocks.
Did work out well for us last game when we made a bunch of gateways.
I wish we had a bunch of probes to go with these gateways, but it's okay because we're going to queue up 5 probes at our natural nexus. And then make a support bay. So here's my worry. I think that these 3 Vultures are going to come in here and just kill like 500,000 probes. They're going to kill every single probe.
The game's objectively over from here, unless the probes.
Yeah, this Dragoon's not going to pop out for like a whole 10 seconds, and that's enough time for these Vultures to kill every probe in here.
Yeah, it's over. Did we counter, or did we bring it back? No, we brought it back. That was the only thing we might have done, is countered. Yeah, these probes are
Spider Mine. Oh, Spider Mine. Everyone loves the Spider Mine. Okay, fighting the Dragoon with the Vulture.
Mine? Oh my god, no!
Okay, killed both the Dragoons, though.
Yeah, it's over.
All the probes are dying.
Holy shit, what a play.
What
a play from H-Meyer. Such a tough day for our Protoss players.
H-Meyer's like, you think the Zealot's annoying? Let me show you something. That something is called the Vulture.
Oh my god.
And, rough for Pro. We do have 2 Nexuses. We got 2 Nexuses. Our opponent's only got the 1 command center. That's something. But it's not a whole lot. We kind of can barely afford to make probes out of both these nexuses at the same time, and we're not doing it anyway.
This is...
It's dire.
This is
dire out here.
This is truly pain. 12
Making
probes.
the Reaver, though, without even making a shuttle. Just the slow Reaver. Because you know what?
We're going
You
to crawl
don't
that
build a
shit across the
robotics
map.
support bay and then not build a Reaver. Terran, meanwhile, very politely just leaving this gateway. Is like, you know what? That's cool. We'll leave this gateway here.
You got to have that production, man. It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Just needlessly gimping your opponent. These vultures are coming in here to kill all the probes that aren't at the natural. And then they're going to fight the Dragoons and lose. So that's good.
We built the spider mine.
Spider mine's really good, especially when we don't have snow detection.
Mm-hmm. We do have a Reaver, though.
Yes.
So we got that going for us.
Really afford to make too many scarabs, but we do have the Reaver. Arnett
4 factories from H-Meyer. Holy shit. If he would put 3 on gas right now, the game would be over. Unfortunately for him, he has 1 on gas. So the amount of tanks that he'll be able to make is very limited. But
well, honestly, I was going to say he has SCVs, but he's not making SCVs, and Disaster's not making probes. We have a gentleman's agreement here to just keep it a nice low econ game.
This is actually really, really silly to say. The Reaver's going to play a huge part here, despite not being in a shuttle. Because there's going to be so many vultures and not very many tanks. And scarabs just completely destroy vultures.
But can the Reaver shoot down the hill?
Oh, he's making a shuttle. Okay, he's making a shuttle. So that might even be worse for him, actually.
Yeah, the shuttle allows him to get the Reaver out of position.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure how we're going to get down this ramp. There are mines there. I'm really worried about how that might work.
I feel like H-Meyer,
I am
100%.
really worried about what
this here.
Reaver is going to do. It's going to die to this tank. Okay. Well,
Reaver, no.
I didn't like that.
Templar,
and I did not like that.
Yes.
And that's the whole Protoss army dying to kill 1 siege tank.
Did not like that one either.
I'd say it's bad that this Gnat's gonna die, but we can't afford to make probes out of it, and there are no probes here anyway, so...
You know the problem here? Is that the last game he made 5 gateways on 1 base, and this game he only made 4.
Yeah, so that 5th gateway is what really puts your production. There's the last second Citadel of a Dune, and then leave the game anyway. Real Protoss hours.
Real Protoss hours.
Real Protoss hours.
Oh my god.
Or at least I'm torn. I want to sleep, but I also want to cast 1 more PvZ. Do we have 1 more PvZ?
Yeah, let me turn it to a quick break because I want to see what the runtime is.
Yeah.
All right, we're no, this is PVT. It's 35 minutes worth of PvZ, so it is a significant amount of time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck it, we ball. We're back, folks. We're running it with the PvZ.
Sleep is for the weak.
Factual statement.
Plus PvZ. Gotta love it. Yeah, cat. I'm gonna feed my cat while LeaSt gives you the intro. I'll be right back.
All right, folks. Coming down to our last series of the night. We'll get Nombreeze versus the other guy at a later date. But right now, we're both a little tired. We're both just a couple sleepy people. So, no shot he's doing this. He's literally 5 pooling. That's so good. I can't believe Packrat is missing this right now.
All right.
Packrat.
I'm back.
5 pool.
5 pool. My
Fucking.
favorite kind of pool.
I was like, I can't believe Packrat is missing this opening.
I'm not missing it. I'm here just in time for the pool.
The one time.
My cat is fed, but I still hunger for content.
Oh my god.
Five pool is awesome and good. I feel like I personally don't like it as much on a 2-player map because you're just like gonna get scouted, but it's fun anyway. And it's a macro build. This is a good macro build. For all you learning Zergs out there, this is a great way to just get your like solid game sense down by opening 5 pool. We should be
Okay.
making drones though. We should be making drones. This actually, if you this is legit real advice. If you're gonna 5 pool, you want to go up to 6 drones because that's like the whole point of the 5 pool is that you can afford to make a couple extra drones with those larvae. Because now our economy kind of sucks. It's kind of no good. But this forge is on time.
Oh, he's trying to hold the natural. He's trying to hold the natural. You can't do this.
Can't be doing well with 2 cannons. The lings are out.
Shit, dude.
It's gonna be a real tight one. I think the lings are gonna get here just barely in time to fight these cannons.
Fucking slow. Cannons just build so fucking slow,
but
but he's pulled so many. Holy fuck!
One's gonna be done. I think Protoss is gonna hold this.
Yeah, with this many probes, you're fine. You're chilling. That's an insane.
Oh no, you can't go in on this now. Okay, yeah, well, now you definitely have to make drones.
That's insane play.
Oh, okay, we're going back and forth. We're losing our lings. Cannot really afford to be losing the lings at this stage in the game, but that does free up supply for the drones that we desperately need. And you know what? Protoss did give up a lot for this defense. Made 2 cannons and pulled like almost every probe for a while. So maybe if we just like plop down a hatchery like now, we can macro out of it. 5 pool is a macro build. It's a build that's designed to give you just enough economy to recover, transition into a mid game after hopefully killing Protoss's natural. It is a little rough that we didn't get to like kill this because LeaSt was saying like usually Protoss wants to kind of hold up here and maybe like sack this forge. So this will be interesting. This will be a fun one.
Yeah, Protoss is going to be able to take the natural pretty much right away. And from this point, it's just so... He's doing nothing but making drones, which is good. But it's still 9 drones to 14 probes. We've got the natural pretty much secured. There's not a lot you can do to attack it. We're going to get our gateway here. I just don't know.
Yeah, and I think once the gateway goes down is when it gets really awkward for the Zerg, because then once Protoss can make zealots, it's like, well, now I have to choose between making lings to defend the zealots or making drones to power my economy. So I think Zerg needs to like put down another hatchery now when they can still get away with it. Just try to power that econ. How do you feel about this gateway placement?
Yeah,
this looks ling all-inable.
It's just gotta be he couldn't put the gateway in the correct location for whatever reason.
Maybe you can't fit it on top of these cannons like that with the pylon there. This pylon spot looks awkward to me.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's this pylon can't power a gateway from out here. I kind of like it from the basis that you can block the side ramp much easier. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's not worth it at all if you can't power the gateway in the correct wall location.
Because yeah, I see these cannons here with nothing in front of them, and it's like, lings. What if we just like made a lot of lings? It's pros being annoying. Always gotta love Protoss players with their annoying probes coming in here, being a Viricosaurus. Zerg is taking gas after a 3rd hatchery, so Only 2 bases. Could be something like the world's latest spire. I'm hoping we get some Ling speed. Definitely gonna need some Zerglings. There's a Zealot on the way. We have 2 Lings. That does not fight a Zealot.
We're just we're only powering drones, and it's gonna come back to bite us as this Zealot does get in the mineral line. We're gonna need some very sick drone
micro.
Sick drone micro. Insane plays from Night Dad. Holy moly.
What are we gonna build with our gas? We have 100 gas now. We're gonna make Ling speed or lair?
Or this guy really said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna."
Evolution chamber.
Evo chamber
and a Hydra Den. Okay, I don't hate it, but I would love to see another hatchery if we're doing that. It's like just go Mursk mode and put another hatchery in your main.
Let's go. Mursk truly that next level. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Okay.
We love it.
The sunken colony's going down, so all we really need to do is make sure we don't immediately die to these 2 zealots. 2 zealots do pull back. Seneca is making 3 gateways in his main, along with the gateway at the net. Does not have Citadel, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, this dude's powering. He's spending his money super well. He's building probes pretty well.
These creep colonies are so expensive for Zerg early in the game because, like, it costs a worker, right? Like, that's a lot.
And it's just expensive as it is. Doesn't it cost like almost 200 minerals or over 200 minerals? I don't know how much it costs.
It's 75 for the creep colony and then 50 to turn it into a sunken. Plus, you know, if you count the 50 for the drone itself, that's almost 200. Layer coming down. Hydra speed. First Corsair is already here, and we don't have any Hydralisks out, and that is kind of rough because we really can't afford to be losing the Ogre Lords.
We do have Hydra eggs now, at least, so we won't get to the point, hopefully,
of like
it's over. Yeah, we won't get to the point where it snowballs and it's over.
Although these zealots starting to stack up with 2 sunken colonies. It's hard to fight 2 sunken colonies.
Mm-hmm. You see 2 sunken colonies
and 3 Hydras. Yeah. And I tend to be of the opinion that, like, you see 2 sunken colonies, just say thank you, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't have to get in there and kill the drones. The Zerg already killed them for you, so you're fine. Another hatchery. That's good. Like that. Lurker aspect. Like that. Do we have a robo? Don't see one.
We do not. We are just working towards our Templar tech here. This is still... I don't know.
This is why from a tier is a good macro build, right? It's because if you kind of squint, this looks a little bit like those Mursk games, right? Like, you know, we got Zerg teching, preparing to take a 3rd base, Protoss teching, getting all their stuff. We got Zealots, Hydras, Lings. Protoss take the 3rd already.
This is a huge play. It's so good when they do things like make 2 sunken colonies. It harms their economy, and it sets them up as more of a defensive presence where they spent this money on sunkens and these drones on sunkens that they could have otherwise used to make an aggressive force. So you can actually speed up your own expansions in addition to hurting their own economy. With no Templar, it's obviously like insane greed. But like this, I like this. I like this bold play from Seneca. Okay, no speed going to try and surround the Hydras. They do fall back to the Sunkens. These, this guy is good. The pressure the Hydralisks to force them to move back, and then when they do move back, not overcommitting into 2 Sunkens. I would lose my Zealots a bunch of times out of 100 if I'm just waiting for, or if I'm just trying to go pressure those Hydralisks. Oh, Zergling out here at the 3rd. It's cool.
Annoying. Dying to a Zealot.
We got Zealots at home. It's all good.
We have a Corsair.
We have a Robo.
Villain. We have a Robo. Damn, Protoss really with an embarrassment of riches here, and Zerg is like just now getting some drones at this third.
We have 7 Zerglings coming towards this base, and no cannons close to being finished. Can we defend this base? Will the Zerglings, the more important question, will the Zerglings attack the Nexus before the cannons finish? It does not appear so, which is very unfortunate for a Zerg player. The Zerg was attempting to take a 4th, and Protoss was being distracting with Zealots. So actually good play. The cannon dies so fucking fast, but the 3 cannons is just too much, unfortunately, for our Zerg player. So Seneca, he's just going to hold this base. They're just going to hold this base. We can add on more gateways. That's my only...
Up to 54 probes already, and Zerg only on the 37 drones. It's looking rough. It's looking rough. I think Zerg needs to try to get away with something. Like, either try to, like, sneak a bunch of drones that they don't see, or, like, a really weird tech switch, like, just, like, go all into Muta or something like that. Because otherwise, you're just too behind in this spot. Like, if you just try to grind this out, like, Protoss just has everything. You can't let Protoss have everything. They have everything. It's everything a Protoss ever wanted.
A Muta switch would be pretty good right here, and it wouldn't even take ridiculous micro, because let's be honest, the Protoss has 3 High Templar and then 2 Dragoons. So they could storm your Mutas, and that's pretty much all they could do.
Yep.
Okay,
servers are in place.
We're setting up a counter attack here on the 3rd while Protoss comes and murders our 4th.
Yeah, Protoss. This fight was inefficient for Protoss, but Protoss is in a spot where they can afford to take inefficient fights. Meanwhile, Hydralisk attacking cannons. The Hydra's pretty good against the cannons.
Big plays. Oh my god. Will the Nexus go down? What do we have at home? We don't have any Templar. We've got a bunch of Dragoons, which are famously not very good against the Hydralisk. We're losing so many probes. This is the kind of play that we need if we're going to get back into the game. It looks like this is going to get cleaned up, but we just lose so many probes here as our Protoss player. Literally every probe going down except for 2.
You aware of the famous Penn State tweet about every Super Bowl has had a Penn State player in it except for 5?
I was not aware of that, but that's really funny.
Yeah, they tweeted, they're like, every Super Bowl has had a Penn State player in it, like, asterisk except for 5. It was like a legit, like, their actual athletics account tweet. And everyone was like, lol. Meanwhile, Protoss, I think, is just gonna come in here. Like, these like 2 lurkers, this is not enough. This is not enough to defend this base.
We're desperately
looks like Night Dad knows it.
But...
Yeah. But now we have 1 lurker. All it takes is 1 sick storm. And these Hydras are hamburger. And here comes the hamburger helper. Alright, we have the Muta that I wanted, but I was hoping for more than 1. I don't think Zerg can hold this. Protoss just has like 50 more supply than Zerg. And it's not even that big of a worker lead. Like, there's just no way that this fight can happen. We don't even need the storms. Storms for cowards. This Protoss is a real Chad.
This is the Arcade Plus Protoss here.
This is the Arcade Plus Protoss. You build the High Templar just to style on them. It's just bait for their mutas.
We bait them into... Oh my god, 6 Storm, though.
6 Storm, though. When there's like 10 Hydras in one spot and you click on them, 6 Storm. That's it. 6 Storm. Okay, going up this ramp, huge mistake. Seneca recognizes it. It's like, yeah, I don't need to lose this whole army for nothing. We'll just leave. I killed your third. Have fun with that. And
so we're gonna attempt to take a different third. You gotta admire the tenacity.
Yeah, we're gonna walk up this hill anyway, and lose everything for nothing. Okay. Yeah, you can't go up there. That's not gonna work. But you can park your whole army on this high ground over here. That's cool. Just picking a cool high ground and parking on it, lots of fun. High ground is a resource in Brood War.
That's actually
and
accurate.
You can't razz me for saying that because Hawk said that.
That's actually super accurate, believe it or not. Hashtag
yeah, high ground,
quote tweet
high
Hawk.
ground. Yeah, hashtag Hawk takes. High ground is a resource, so you should just grab some. Just get some of those resources.
Counterattack
Zerg's
here
losing.
on the third.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all the zealots that we're producing will probably clear this out. We have 3 lurkers sitting here. If somehow these lurkers could get down here, I don't see an obs in production. Yeah, exactly. If they could get there and burrow, I don't see an obs in production or anywhere close. But unfortunately, there's just no way for him to get there now.
Getting late here in Chicago. I think Protoss can A-move this. And Protoss also thinks that, apparently, because here we go. The Dragoon. This is the point when the Protoss army really gets scary, is like Zealots and High Templar are good, but like you can kind of overwhelm them with Hydras and a little bit of Storm dodging luck, but once they mix in like a whole control group of Dragoons like this, it's so scary, unless you have like Dark Swarm. This Hydra is so like PTSD traumatized, he's actually killing his own Hydralisk Den. You hate to see it.
You hate to see the Zerg being on
the way our Swarm treats veterans is despicable.
Can we
almost
just
as bad as the
can
US
we just
military.
Storm these lurkers though?
Can we just storm these? I think these lurkers are really stormable. One storm can hit both, right? You can
definitely hit both. This lurker here, unfortunately, will not die to one storm. So you'd need 2 storms regardless.
Or you could tickle it with a Dragoon. But it's okay, we have an Observer here, which means these Dragoons can just kill everything. And now Zerg finds himself on the wrong end of this ramp. And now it is his turn to try to come up this ramp and lose everything for nothing. And, just getting rolled. Dragoons just sit back here and kill everything. This is really the danger. And yep, that's storm. One more good... 6 storms! 6 storms! Incredible storms! Alright.
Well played. Well played from Seneca. We got one more 15-minute game. And then possibly, no spoilers, probably not a third one after that, according to me looking at the replays earlier.
There's no available slots, so I can't join the game. Wait.
Fuck.
Nope, no available slots.
I definitely started without you there.
Rehost, baby, please. I want to see this game. Neo Dark Origin.
I'm hosted.
Z VP. All right.
Here we go.
To whomever figured out how long these take. Well, I guess I should say did that other PBT in this group get played? Because the little caster Google sheet said this would be 2.5 hours. And we're like 2.5 hours in, and there's like one more whole series to play. So either we're taking
a
way longer. Either we're taking way longer breaks than it feels like, or there was more game time than accounted for.
Okay, we're not going for the 5 pool. That's the important information to note so far.
All right. Seneca in the top left. Night down the bottom right. Blue versus red. Could be blue versus yellow. I like blue versus red. I don't like yellow Zerg. Yellow Zerg's it ain't it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yellow Protoss is also pretty ass because it
Yellow
just takes
Protoss
away
is
the
bad.
entire trim
Yeah.
aspect.
Teal Protoss. Teal Protoss is the color.
This might be silly because it's pretty close to yellow, but lime green is a personal weakness for Protoss colors.
Well, I always play pink. Whatever race, whatever.
Valid.
Whatever I'm up against, I'm playing pink. Pink for Packrat. Zerg with the overpool.
And
You call that
Forge first.
call it that because you build an overlord and then a pool, and because Brood War players love shortening things needlessly.
Big macro game coming up. I can feel it in my
35
bones.
minutes.
At least we threw down the Forge.
Is the Protoss gonna go for the asshole block?
He
Looks like he's trying, and I don't know if Zerg is gonna just go make this hatchery elsewhere.
What is he doing?
Okay, Zerg sending 2 drones. Where is Zerg sending 2 drones?
Oh no. Oh
Zerg
no.
sending 2 drones to the wrong ramp. Okay, that happens sometimes. We just gotta get down here and bully this probe. Bully him.
Fuck that probe.
Do bullying. Bullying is good. Your kindergarten teacher was wrong.
Bro, there's no shot this guy is this good. Oh my god, this guy is a smurf. I am a huge
Brown overstayed is welcome and is going to die to the cannon, and that kind of really hurts, actually. That kind of really hurts.
That's at least 10% of your mineral econ, and by at least I mean asterisk minus 5%. You know,
asterisk no.
Not 10% of your mineral econ. We finally got the hatchery.
Gonna come over here. Block 30. We need another hatchery. Yeah. Dude, someone got to all the Zergs and was like, third base. Who needs it?
Overrated.
Don't do that shit. Overrated. You're just giving Protoss place to send zealots. I agree, although I think the same thing about the third hatchery, so that's a different. I'm just like, you know what? What's with all the hatcheries?
You can ling all in off 2 hatcheries.
Yeah. Did you know you don't need that many hatcheries to make only Hydralisks? Bonus, your matches don't take that long. Ever get stuck in an hour-long match when you had to go eat lunch half an hour ago? Well, with this simple trick, you won't have to do that shit anymore. Alright, Zerg is banking up a lot of minerals. I want to see a hatchery. Make a hatchery? Let's make a hatchery. Yeah,
hatchery.
One more hatchery.
The 2 base 4 hatches, man. What the hell is going on?
Are
all these Zergs on the same team?
We have 300 minerals. Just make another hatchery. Is Hawk coaching this team?
Hawk gotta be coaching this team.
Let's make a hatchery. We have 300 minerals.
Insanely goated.
We have a drone right here. I'm zoomed in. You all can't see it, but I'm zoomed in on this drone that's hanging out on this overlord. And I'm like, you could be a hatchery. I see the potential in you.
It took me forever to find that drone because that's so well hidden. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Protoss lands. We got a Stargate. We got 2 cannons. We got a passable wall. We got a Citadel of a Dune. This is looking super standard.
My only worry is, are we going to get the same situation as we did against Mursk, where the 4 hatcheries just kind of obliterate a +1/+1 push? Because if that's what we're going for, It
Yeah, you're
doesn't
worried he's gonna get
necessarily fare
versed.
well. Yeah, if you don't save your zealots, it's one thing if you do the +1/+1 and then run away. But it's so easy at tier 3 just to
Evo
attack.
chamber? Where is the Hydralisk Den? Okay, there it is. I was like, really want to see that one because the Hydra upgrades actually take a while. And you need to get them because Hydras with no upgrades suck bad. 2 creep colonies already. Boo. Do not like this. Creep colonies are really expensive. We don't have that many drones.
3
And we're
creep
making all
colonies.
3 creep colonies. What are we worried about? What is Protoss? What does Protoss even have? We got like 4 zealots over here?
Well, the
And
thing
we're
is,
making like 10
you
zerglings?
can make the 2 sunkens, but you got to make sure that you have the corresponding spore colony.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. We can make.
Oh my god, it's not even a spore.
We can
This
make the
guy's a poser.
lings, or we can make the sunkens. But if you make the sunkens, don't make all these lings, because now we're really, really over defended against these zealots, and Protoss can just stay home. He doesn't do anything. He's like, okay, you made like 3 sunken colonies. I'm gonna kill your overlords with this Corsair because you don't have any Hydras yet. That's okay. We're getting Hydras. It's a Hydra somewhere.
There is a few Hydra eggs. There is one
Yeah,
Hydra egg about to pop in the nat, and then 4 in the main that are not close to popping.
I think it's hard when you're playing Zerg to not panic because you get to this point where you're like, you look down at the game clock, like, oh my god, it's 6 minutes into the game, I have like 2 Zerglings. And you want to just like make a whole control group of Zerglings and a whole control group of Hydras and a few Sun colonies. You just like don't feel safe. But if you do that, like you're really gimping your economy because like now I don't have the drones that really want. Still have to remake overlords, and we're like defended against these zealots. So now the zealots have +1s. They just like come out and spank these lings. I don't know. I like the Protoss's position here.
Protoss is definitely feeling good. 30 supply up.
Protoss is feeling good. These Corsairs being annoying.
I just don't know that Zerg is ever going to be able to take a 3rd base unless we sacrifice our army into these sunkens.
Yeah. Well, Protoss might oblige. Cannot fight 8 zealots with 5 Hydras. I don't think that works. These zealots are made of like tissue paper, though. If they walk into these sunkens, you're gonna lose like 3 of them.
4 amputee zealots are defending.
Yeah.
Are defending the 3rd.
But yeah, like you said, it's like, how do we take a 3rd now? Like, we don't have to wait for these lurkers to finish. Really don't have drones.
We got a
Really need
got
a spire, but no
a
gas.
lot of that, yeah, exactly. All that gas could have been spent on Hydras and even maybe some lurkers.
Making 11 drones, so at least we're getting comfy on drones on 2 base. But it's the point in the game when, like, this is kind of like talked about last time, when, like, you know, Protoss just has everything, right? It's like we got the Templar Archives, we got Storm, we got 2 forges spinning, got all the gateways going up, got the Stargate, like, don't have a Robo. I don't see a Robo. That's one thing Protoss doesn't have yet. Which means that, like, these lurkers are going to keep us safe, but I mean, even just like a couple lurkers, like, okay, yeah, you can kind of, you can stop the zealot from like ending your life, but you can't really have map control. I don't know. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. 100%. That
You need to see more hatcheries too. Like this 3rd base is late enough. It's like, let's just make a hatchery. We have the minerals. Just make a hatchery. Yeah. Night Dad in the past hears me and is like, yeah, just make a hatchery.
Just make the
can
hatchery.
Afford it. Make a hatchery. You can afford
Why
it.
Not? Fuck
the money. Make some overlords too. We can afford those.
I don't understand how Senate goes T3. What is this? 10-minute 3rd. 10-minute 3rd with Templar and Zealot. This is literally
I'd move to this. Easy.
other than his robo, like being kind of late, he's just good, dude. This is the fucking state of Brood War.
Are these slow hydras?
Nah,
am
those
I
are
like
definitely slow hydras.
too sleep deprived?
Nah.
Okay, yeah, these are slow hydras. Slow hydras are speed zealots. This is dangerous. Okay, these hydras are dead.
Six storm.
Six storms. Yeah, well, this spot was precarious already, but
Yeah, now
really
that we
can't afford to be
sacrificed our
losing army doing nothing. And that's the cue for the Corsairs to come back in and check things out. And it's like, yeah, we don't, because now this is, again, so rough. Like, gotta replace those Hydras because we're just gonna be dead without them, but that's drones we're not making. Not droning up this third, and the Protoss wrecking balls, like, on the way. We still don't have an observatory. Observatory is, like, just finishing now. So, like, we're safe. Like, Protoss can't really just, like, come in here and kill everything because lurker spines do hurt. Might try. Thinks better of it.
It just feels like as soon as we get an observer down here.
Yeah. I mean, even with that one, you can just start storming them down. We have how many High Templar? 4 High Templar. Fairly full up on energy.
Oh, 6 storm.
6 storm.
Okay, I'm actually loving this right now.
2 very bruised lurkers. 1 storm could probably kill both of them if we...
The observer is on the way.
Placed it just right. We don't have a ton of dragoons. It's usually the dragoons that make this like really mega dangerous.
We do have quite the dragoon reinforcement on the way.
Ruh-roh, yeah, this is getting scary. And Zerg's still just like just now getting the extractor. Just now getting Hydra speed. That is brutal.
And it's a 1-1 push,
here.
2 1s almost done. This is insane.
We are maybe going to lose the observer. We stormed our own observer. Are there more lurkers?
There's 1 more lurker, second one going down.
We did also storm most of our zealots. Sometimes the storms are so sick, it kills like the whole Protoss army too. Okay, well, you know what? Engaging into lurkers is hard.
That's facts.
Zerg's gonna get a chance here. I think if you're Zerg, you need to instantly make a bunch of drones. You just need to make, like, you just need to cheat. Just be like, yeah, make, like, 15 drones or whatever. How many larvae we've got. Our supply blocked, though. The Corsairs.
We're gonna make about 12 overlords. 11 overlords, it looks like, instead of making drones, because we're supply blocked.
Sometimes you gotta make 11 overlords.
Valid.
But we really need to make a lot of drones. Need drones, maybe a couple hatcheries. Really get the economic engine online. Because, yeah, Protoss now has everything. We've got how many gateways in here? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gateways. We've got the robo. Forges. I mean, what are we on, like 2-1 now? Yeah. 3 bases.
We're storming our own observer again.
It's a dangerous game, being an observer.
Observer's got to be the worst detection in the game. Let's not be around the bush here. Okay.
We don't have an observer here, but we're just gonna storm the last couple of lurkers, and Night Dad's had enough. Yeah, I think a little bit of mismanagement of the economy early on is just too much to overcome in this matchup sometimes from both sides.
Yeah, that was insane. Right, well, Protoss was really good, and like that, I mean, I'm going to bed, man. Fuck. I'm ending on a good note. I don't want to watch our Protoss get probably smacked.
Get bonked by tanks. I'm also going to bed because it's almost 1 in the morning here in Chicago, and yeah, I gotta be up early tomorrow. So, Tier 3 is always fun. Love when people just do whatever the hell they want. Disaster 1, you're an American hero.
Disaster 1.
See you, friends.
See you guys. Have a great night.